Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream. We are here tonight for Sotheby's Contemporary Evening Auction, which is scheduled to start at 7, but they have 2 lots left on their now evening auction, which started at 6. So we're going to let them finish that. I can bring that up and we can watch. It looks like the last lot is now coming. This is a George Condo, estimate of $1.5 to $2.5 million. This guy paints like a painting a day. I don't know how his prices stay so amazing. So if anyone is watching and could talk or mention if the audio is okay or not. I'm going to turn the sound on the auction. I want to make sure we have the balance right.
It's here, 1,500,000.
So you'll be able to hear the auction and we can still discuss.
At 1,500,000 now. At 1,500,000.
Again, this is the last lot of the now sale.
Against the other phones, against you online, it's with Caroline Lang at $1,500,000. And shall I sell? 1,500,000.
My guess is that this is just going to continue right into the contemporary evening sale. They might change auctioneers, but I might have to refresh or go to a different screen if they are doing a different feed. I don't know this auctioneer. I've seen her before, but I'm not sure of her name.
And that concludes our now.
They just gave her white gloves.
Those of you tuning in from around the world, and especially
that means on the sale she just completed, they sold every lot. That's called a white glove sale.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so this one's over, and we'll see how quickly they get to the contemporary evening auction. This will be the last evening sale for the big New York week. And yes, even the big auction houses now have sponsors. This Sotheby sale is brought to you by Samsung. I'm under no obligation to say that. I just thought it was kind of funny. Occasionally, they'll be sponsored by a jewelry house, and they will all be wearing multi-million-dollar necklaces and bracelets, Harry Winston, etc. Okay, so this looks like it's going to go right into the contemporary evening auction. Marky Ford, welcome. Sarah Beanblossom, welcome. Glad you guys are here. And I'm in the market for a new TV. Maybe Samsung is what I should be looking at. So I've got the auction pulled up. I can also in real time look at any artist auction records. And we can compare that to what is about to happen. John Chime, the guy you're seeing there, has been an art dealer for decades, and he's selling, I can't remember how many pieces. I know the Joan Mitchell that's coming up, which might break a record tonight. That is from his personal collection. And that was given to him by the artist. So he's about to make, I don't know, $25, $30 million tonight from a gift. There are a couple lots in here that I think are for real art lovers, not some of the super splashy stuff you normally see. There's a couple pieces from Robert Gober, Marcel Duchamp. Lot 7, we have an Eva Hesse, who I did a video on a few weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to check that out after this live stream. There are, I think, about 40 pieces in tonight's sale, 41.
speaks to your own personal history. You find
The big
things
one is
and
the
you display them in such a
Basquiat, and
way
that
that
is
they have a
lot
completely unique relationship to
120
one
or lot
another. You see it
29.
as a dialogue.
So I can go as long as people want to watch tonight, but that's probably what I'm most excited about. All right, Marky says definitely get the Samsung. So I will look into that. I'm bad on my TV purchases. I often try to just buy the least expensive out there, as long as it's a smart TV. So again, there's a little bit of a delay here. I don't know exactly what they're waiting for, because everyone should be there because they had that previous sale.
Works from many of the greatest artists of the post-war era. Their criteria was simple. They only collected what they both truly loved. Their collection tells a story
late
of unerring
de-Kooning.
taste and intellect, bringing together remarkable artists like Alexander Calder, Jacques Lipchitz, Willem de Kooning, Richard Diebenkorn, and more. At the heart of the Robertson collection lies a captivating dialogue between the giants of abstract expressionism, de Kooning, Klein, and Diebenkorn. This November, the Contemporary Evening Auction in New York will
Diebenkorn
feature
is lot
4
27
unprecedented
tonight.
paintings
It's one of his
that will
Ocean
offer a
Park
fresh
series. That
glimpse
should
into
be a
the
lot
evolution of the abstract expressionist
of fun
movement
to
from
watch
the
too. He's one of
1950s
my
to the
favorites.
1980s. The journey begins with Franz Klein's untitled masterpiece from 1954, a commanding abstraction. It invokes images of towering structures and the energy of a
I
bustling
again
city,
am drinking the
powerfully encapsulating the essence of
Sundry
abstract
Cabernet from
expressionism.
Paso Robles this evening.
This energy is repeated in 2 paintings by Willem de Kooning, where we explore the development of the artist's abstraction across 2 of his most important decades. Painted in 1972, de Kooning's stunning Untitled recalls the commanding figure of the artist's iconic clam-digger sculpture from the same year.
Yeah, so the early de Kooning is lot
that gesture of
126.
force and the lush
It's
impasto
lot
of
26.
1970s
They've
canvas
started
is
them all with
condensed and
100, but there's
refined
only
into
41
elegant
lots. So
ribbons
lot
of red,
126
blue,
is the
and
earlier
yellow.
de Kooning,
An
followed
icon of the
by
collection,
lot
Richard
130, the
Diebenkorn's
later de
Ocean Park
Kooning.
number 56 from 1972
There's the Diebenkorn.
presents a sensational push and pull of geometries and colors, filled with delicate
We also
traces
have
of
another
line, layers,
California
and
favorite,
narration.
Wayne
This
Thiebaud, with his
masterpiece from the
pop
artist's
bottles
most
coming
iconic
up.
series showcases his career-long dedication to process, resulting in a harmonious resolution that captivates the viewer.
Alice Neal will
Diebenkorn's
be the
journey through figuration and
21st
abstraction
lot in the
is also on
sale.
display in this collection in the fantastic
She's one of my
Girl with a
favorite
Pipe,
portraitists.
an earlier 1960s work which reflects the evolution of his artistic vision.
And
through
apparently
abstraction and
today was
figuration
Georgia
over
O'Keeffe's
time.
birthday. I
What
had
unites
no
this
idea.
collection is a shared emphasis on vibrant color and immediate aesthetic beauty,
O'Keeffe's market
bridging
has been
artists,
going kind of
movements, and
crazy
even
recently.
continents of the last century. The Robertson collection celebrates the
My local
pioneering
museum
spirit
here
in post-war
has a
painting and sculpture.
fabulous
With
O'Keeffe
rare intelligence, a discerning eye, and a deep passion for color and form.
that's
Ultimately,
now
this
become one of
collection
their
stands
most
as a testament to the
valuable
exuberant
pieces in their
ambition of
collection.
20th century art. Join us this November as
I'm
we
still looking
explore the
through
legacy of
some of
Sanford
the
and
sale
Joan
here. I've
Robertson,
got my
as
iPad
collection
next to me as
continues to
well.
inspire and
There's a
captivate the
couple
world of art.
Warhols in tonight's sale that aren't as particularly exciting, but you can't have an evening sale without at least one Warhol. And I think there's 2 tonight. Larry Bell is another California artist who does some really interesting things. Then, of course, we have Ellsworth Kelly, Roy Lichtenstein, John Baldessari, another one of my favorites. So there's no huge standout lots tonight, aside from 29, the Basquiat, which is estimated at $40 to $60 million. Everything else is a much more reasonable 2 to 4 million, 12 to 15 million. They've got a Richter here at 25 to 35. And that Joan Mitchell, lot 20. The record was set last week for Joan Mitchell. Let me see exactly what that sold for. All right. So last week at Christie's, an earlier Joan Mitchell sold for just over $29 million. The one they have tonight is larger, but it's later. Its estimate is $20 to $30 million. There's been some interesting articles written online. If you were going to spend $30 million on a Joan Mitchell, which one would you buy? There was an interview with Todd Levin, who's one of the best art advisors in the business. He's out of New York, but he said he personally would rather have the earlier one, even though it's smaller. But he talked about how Joan Mitchell was one of those artists that pretty much remained relevant throughout her entire career, and how it's a rare occasion when the early works or the later works are almost as important as the earlier works. So it'll be fun to see how that one does. The one that's for sale tonight, the size, 110 inches. God, what's that? 9 feet by 157 inches. That's like 9 by 15 feet. It's huge. It's on 2 panels. You have to think that size will be limiting to some potential buyers because it is so big. Then you also have to figure that the person who can drop $30 million on this painting probably has a home somewhere in the world where they can fit it in. So we are, as you see, on intermission. Let's see. This is the Basquiat that they've got for 40 to 60 million. This is the Eva Hesse. Again, I did a video on her very short, tragically brief life a few weeks ago. So I'll be interested to see how this is. She works with a lot of non-traditional materials that are deteriorating as we speak, and they weren't ever meant to last long. And so now museums are struggling, trying to find a solution with how to preserve this work because it's not going to last. Another lot I'm interested in is this Barclay Hendricks. It sold in 2019 for about $4 million, and now it's up for sale again with a $4 to $6 million estimate. I got a comment today. I posted a short about this painting on YouTube, and someone commented, "What has the world come to when we're selling paintings of pimps?" And I found a response that Barclay Hendricks said to that. Apparently, someone had said the same comment to Barclay back in the day when he was still alive, and he said, "I saw Ronald Reagan wearing that same coat with the fur collar. Does that make Ronald Reagan a pimp?" So I thought that was a good response. All right, looks like we're about to get started here. Lot 1's Amy Silman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oliver Barker, and I would like to extend a very warm welcome back to Sotheby's and after Phyllis's phenomenal debut here this evening with the Now Sale. She was absolutely terrific. And of course, here we are in New York, and we have this season's Contemporary Art Evening Auction, a major auction which we are pleased to present in partnership with Samsung.
Let me know if you can hear Oliver Barker talking okay.
Portrait as a Heel, Part 2. Produced for his first ever show on the West Coast, held at Gagosian Gallery in 1983. It's one of just a very small number of works across the entirety of his career that Basquiat chose to title Self-Portrait, testament to the surge of confidence he felt as he burst beyond the New York art scene. It keeps company tonight on the wall to my right with Gerhard Richter's sublime 1997 Abstraktes Bild, emerging onto the market for the very first time in more than 2 decades. Tonight's sale is also anchored by works from collections built by some of the great pioneers of our time. We have, for instance, the collection of Kara Schreier, which shines a light on her lifelong passion for art, led by the beautiful Frank Stella, hanging here to my left. In addition to which, we will also be offering works in the collection of revered gallerist John Chime, a lifelong champion of women artists, led by Joan Mitchell's seminal masterwork, Sunflowers, a personal gift for the artist, and of course on view as you walked into the sales room at Sotheby's here this evening. All complemented tonight by remarkable paintings from the collection of Sanford and the late Jeannie Robertson. Before we begin, though, a few housekeeping notes. Please note that everything is sold under the authenticity guarantee and on an
This is all the
basis.
fine print they have to
Buyer's
go
premium
through
and
before
overhead
every
premium
auction.
will be added to the hammer price of each lot offered, and applicable sales tax will be due.
Little
on an
reminder
aggregate
that we
of the
talked
three
about
figures
last time,
as
there
part of the total
is a
delivered
buyer's
purchase price
premium. So
payable.
when he says
Please
sold
refer
$1
to the
million,
online sales catalog for further
that is
information
not what the
regarding
purchaser
lots
or the
with
winning bidder
guarantees
pays. They
and
pay that
irrevocable bids.
plus
Please
approximately
also refer to our conditions of
25,
business for our full
26% on
terms
top of
of
that.
sale.
It
And with
varies
that,
a
ladies
little
and
bit
gentlemen, of
depending
course,
on the
we are going
sales
to begin
price.
the last of the week's evening sales, only the day's sale tomorrow to go. Thank you for joining here with us. And we're going to open with the first of 16 works from Charles Schreier's
Marky, are you
collection
saying
on
I
offer
should
this
turn the
evening.
auction up
The
a little bit
energetic orange
more
and
or
blues
down
of
a
Amy
little bit?
Silman's Yunka #1. Wonderful picture from 2009, 2010, showing on the screen. Jose, good to have you back as well here. Thank you
This
so
Amy
much.
Silman piece is
And I'm going to
about
start
8
bidding here,
feet by 8
$200,000,
feet.
200,000, 250,000, 300,000 with Alex Branching, 350,000.
Her auction record's
With David again at 450,
870,000,
400,000 with Alex Branching. It's again 450 now.
but her
With David
market's
Galpin
been
at
moving up.
450 and against you, Alex, this time at 450. Here at 450,000. It's all on my right this time at $450,000. David Galpin's bidder at 450. It's against you in the room there. At $450,000. Still here and against you, Vera, at 450. Give me 5, Alex. At 450,000.
Okay, that's a little bit
with
more
David
up on
Galpin
the
up front
auction.
here. 450,000. Head of contemporary art in the Americas here at Sotheby's at 450,000. Against you, Barmaid, too. At 450,000. 500,000. Thank you, Vera.
Estimate
Your
here is
bid,
400 to 600,000. So right now
550,000
it's
is bid
right
again.
in the middle of the
Still on my right
estimate.
here at 550,000. It's back with David.
It's been kind of a weird week with some highlights, but there's still questions, of course, about the economy. So some people are
Thank you. 650,000 now.
bidding
It's
with
back
a
with
little
David again at
trepidation.
$650,000. 650. Give me 700,000 there. It's 650,000. It's against you here. It's David Galpin's bidder at 650. Looking for 7 in the room. At $650,000. Not yours.
They
sir.
pretty much
650.
always start these
Here it is.
auctions
David
with a
Galpin's
lot
bidder
that
at
they think is going to do
650,000.
really
Sure.
well.
At
They want to get things
650,000.
off on the
Selling it now
right
against
foot.
you, Vera, here. At 650,000. It's back with David. And it's against you, Alex Branchik, for the first lot. 650 is selling the lot. 675,000. Excuse me, 700,000. Next bid's going to be 25 from either of you. 3 of you in it at the moment at $700,000. 725. Thank you, David. Give me 50. That's $725,000 now. It's back on this side again at $725,000 and looking for 750.
I can't tell if we have 2 or
Against the
3
Barry
bidders
now
at this point going after this one.
$725,000. Give me 50, please. That's $725,000. Say another one. Still with you, David. It's $725,000. It's against you in the room still at 725, and I can sell, of course, at 725. Are you out, Vera? 750,000. It's back with you, Courtney, at 750,000.
So yeah, this now should be a
Wanna try
record
the
for the
knockout bid of
artist.
800,000, David?
Again, the record
At
was
750,000.
870,000, and when you add
What do you
fees
say?
on top
800,000?
of this,
775.
it's certainly
I'll
going to be
take it.
higher than that. We're getting
775.
close to $1 million all in.
Still with David Galpin here at 775,000. It's against you in the room. At 775,000, David, it's your bid. Are we out, Vera? Are we out?
Are museums
At
buying as
775.
well?
Give me a sign, please. Fair
Yes,
warning now.
museums
At
are buying, but they're
775,000,
often
Tony, you bidding? You sure? At
not
$775,000,
bidding at the super high
David, it's fair
levels.
warning
They
to you
might be
all.
working
Last
with
chance.
a
David, I'm selling the lot
donor,
to you.
try
Thank
to
you very
convince
much indeed.
them to buy it in the hopes that
L0563.
they will loan them the piece and maybe
David,
it will end up in the
L0563, just
museum
checking.
collection. If they're really going after a work by an artist they need in the collection to
463.
help
There we
fill
go.
out an
We'll go there
argument,
eventually. Thank you
they
very
will
much
bid
indeed. Thank you, Jose.
directly.
And lot number 102 is
But
next,
especially
of
when
course,
we
the
get to
work
the
by
higher
Lee Bonteque, which
prices,
featured
the
in the
10,
artist's
20,
critically
30
acclaimed
million dollar
retrospective
works.
in 2003.
Usually
The
it's
wonderful
not the
Emo Mobile
museums
Untitled
unless it's a
from
place like
1983. Very
the
rare
Broad in
object,
Los
absolutely
Angeles or the
beautiful,
Lucas Museum, which
wonderful
is,
kind of
I
presence,
think, going to
incredibly
open
delicate
soon.
work and sensibility. And I want to start here with a certain amount of interest at $400,000 to $400,000.
The Crystal Bridges
$450,000,
Museum
$450,000,
kind of
$500,000,
changed the art market for a
at
number of years. It's
$500,000.
a relatively new
at
museum in Bentonville,
$500,000.
Arkansas,
Anyone at $500,000.
that just opened a few years
At
ago.
$500,000.
And while they were preparing to open, they were buying a ton of work at auction.
$500,000.
And of course, they were backed up by
taking hit.
Walmart money,
$600,000 on the telephone.
so they could
At
pretty much
$600,000,
buy
coming in
whatever
again
they
at
wanted. But it
$600,000.
really
It's here
changed
at
the market for a
600,000,
few years.
650. It's in a new place and against you again now. 650,000 with Lulu Creel. Give me 700,000 at 650,000. 660 I had. 700,000. Thank you. At 700,000. Any more? 700,000. 750,000. At 750. It's back with Lulu Creel and against you in the room still at 750,000.
Okay, the Bontico estimate is
At
600 to 800. Again, right
750,000.
now,
Say
we're right in the middle of that
750,000 still with you, Lulu.
estimate.
Thank you. On your
Looks like
telephone
we have
here
a
at
couple bidders
750,000
left.
against you here still at 750,000. We're coming in again at
This is a
750.
smaller construction. It's
775.
about 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet from 1983.
800,000. Back with Lulu Creel. $800,000. At 800,000. Try 25. 825. That's the right increment.
During the pandemic, when we had all of the calls
So
for
we're going to go 850
social
up. So
justice
825.
and
Say
equality,
one more. At
you saw a
800,000. Here it is, Lulu.
huge
It's your bid at
surge
$800,000
in
now.
museums in
At
particular
$800,000 still with you.
buying
and
work
selling
by
it here at
African Americans,
825,000.
realizing that
Thank you.
their
At
collections
825,000 here on my
really
left.
lacked in those
And of course,
regards.
looking for 850,000 from you, please. 825. There it is at $825,000. Say 50. At 825,000, it's against you, Lulu. Brooke, are you coming in now at $825,000? 850,000. And we're going to go to 875, please, is the next bid. 850 against you this time. 875. Thank you. Brooke, you know the drill. It's 900,000, please, is the next bid at 875. Still on this side, $875,000 here on my left-hand side, and against you, Brooke Lampley. 900,000 is bid now at 900,000. What are we saying at $900,000? 900. $1 million. Thank you very much indeed. $1 million. $1 million.
So you
Full
saw
report to
that
you, $1
telephone
million here,
bidder
the hanging mobile at $1 million here. It's against you
just
still in the
skipped
room
a
at $1
bidding
million here.
increment. They could have bid
I want
950,000,
to say one.
but they jumped up to
At $1
1
million. Here it
million,
is. It's on my left on
and
the
they
telephone
did that
still
to
at
try
$1
to
million.
scare off the other bidder.
Try $1,100,000.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
At $1 million. $1,050,000.
And that time it didn't work.
$1,050,000. On this side again, it's Brooke Lampley's bidder at $1,050,000. I need $1,001,000, please. At $1,050,000. Give you one. At $1,050,000, Brooke, it's here with you. It's on this side on the telephone at $1,050,000. Thank you so much.
When I've been bidding on
$1,050,000. I'm
work
selling it here. Fair
before,
warning, the hammers.
I've occasionally
75.
jumped in and skipped some bids and gone
Let's try
to
one,
the
please.
immediately to the highest
At
level I was
1,075,000.
willing to pay,
$1,001,000. Thank you very much indeed. At
in
$1,001,000.
hopes that if I skipped a few bids and just
50,
went after it
please.
really
1,001,000.
hard, it might scare
1,001,000.
everybody else off. And occasionally
Say
it
another
works.
one at $1,100,000. It's here on my right at 1,1. We need 1,150,000, please. At 1,001,000. Yes, no? 1,125,000.
Okay,
Start from you,
this
Brooke.
could
So
be a long night because he keeps taking
125,000.
smaller increments.
150, please.
We're now at
Here behind me at
$25,000 increments
still
on a
the telephone,
$1.1 million piece.
$1,125,000. Thank you so much, Brooke. 1,150,000.
So clearly they're trying to
Here at 1,150,000.
squeeze out every last
And we're selling
nickel.
it now. You're going to go on.
That
No
tells you
mas.
it might have been a pretty rough week. We
$1,150,000.
watched the sale
That's
last
it.
week if you were here.
$1,150,000.
And
1,200,000. Thank you.
I think the total for that sale and the day
$1,200,000.
sale, it was all from one
At
collection.
1,200,000.
I think that total was
At 1,200,000.
$435
Here it is, at
million.
$1,200,000 on this side at 1,200,000.
Well,
Want to go 50?
the rumor
Brooke?
I heard
At
was that Sotheby's had
1,003,000.
promised
Thank you.
the
And I have to assist
collector
at least for 50 now, 1,003,000.
$455 million.
No less. At 1,300,000.
So we watched that wholesale last week,
See?
and then there was an
Got it?
additional
What about us?
day sale of the same material.
At 1,300,000.
And after all of that work, Sotheby's
Yeah,
lost
thank you anyway.
$20
$1,300,000.
million.
Thank you for your patience. I'm selling it. Brooke, your bid at $1,300,000. Thank you very much.
So I'm sure they
It's
are
battle
under
number
instructions to
405.
get
Thank you.
every
Congratulations.
single cent they can.
And 103 is next, of course, the wonderful, the jewel-like Lucas Samaras box. Number 110, exhibited internationally as part of the Artist Seminole 1988 retrospective. And I'm going to start the bidding here.
There's a
at,
couple artists here I need to do
160,000,
some videos
180,000,
on, I
200,000,
think, because I need to learn more about them.
240,000.
And one of them is right here,
250,000.
Lucas
I'll take with you.
Samaras.
Thank you, Courtney, at 250,000. With you on the telephone at
This is
250,000.
box number
Here on my right,
110 from
250,000.
1983.
Against you, Vera. It's against you, Greg. At 250,000. Still on the telephone.
The smaller
here.
piece,
With
17 by 21 by
selling, of course,
13
at
inches.
$250,000. There it is at 250,000. Still with you, Courtney, at 250. 280,000. Thank you, Gregoire. It's a new bidder. With Gregoire Bio, 300,000. Thank you very much, Courtney, at 300,000. It's against you this time, Greg, at $300,000 now. At $300,000. Still with Courtney at $300,000 now. Any more at 300,000? 320,000 is bid. 320. 320,000. Looking for 50 from you, Courtney, please. At 320. At $320,000. Still with Greg at 320. It's your bid, sir. At 320 on my further right here. And against you, Courtney, further back there at 320,000. You out? I'm going to sell it. It's against you, Vera, too. At $320,000. Greg, sold to you. Thank you. Panel 450.
All right, next is the Robert Gober.
And lot number 104,
sink.
of course, is the Robert Gober, the potent deep basin sink. This reimagination of the Duchampion ready-made has remained in the Schreier collection for over 20 years. Wonderful, wonderful early Gober sink from 1984, of course. And I'm going to start the bidding here.
I saw a
At
show of
1,500,000,
Gober's at
1,600,000,
David's Warner
1,700,000,
Gallery.
at 1,700,000,
I want to look up his
1,800,000,
auction records right now.
1,800,000,
Another
1,900,000.
artist for serious
Thank you, Greg.
collectors.
$2 million is bid at $2 million. Thank you, Greg. And against
Obviously, you're not going to see a lot of people want to put
at 2,100,000, 2,200,000.
something like
At
this
2,200,000.
necessarily in their home.
2,200,000.
I certainly would.
And against you, Greg, at 2,200,000, 2,300,000. There it is, at 2,300,000. You're going to go on.
His
at
record for a
2,300,000.
sink is a little over
Greg,
4 million.
at
That was back in
2,300,000. Still on my right,
2014.
2,300,000. Against you now at 2,300,000. Still with you, Greg, at 2,300,000. Yes, no? At 2,300,000. Still with you, Greg. And against you on this side of the
It's
room at the moment, at
not a real sink. It's
2,300,000.
made of
Thank you, Greg. It's
plaster.
there at 2,300,000.
So it is a
Last
3D
chance.
construction.
At 2,300,000.
When he was
Selling
doing
to Greg
these, he
on
was
this
thinking of
telephone, this
Duchamp
side.
and like the urinal,
Fair warning at 2,300,000.
but not just finding a sink. He wanted to make the sink.
At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. 2,500,000. You're going to go on. 2,500,000. I think we're re-establishing a line, aren't we? At 2,500,000.
Yeah, so the total median is plaster, wire, wood, and semi-gloss enamel paint.
2,500,000. Is that a bit? Yes. 2,600,000. Say 7. To 7. 2,750,000. 2,800,000.
Okay, we're now over 3 million all in. Again, the record for a sink is 4 million. He has had pieces get as high
Sure, you're out.
as 5 to, well, 7 million for the most expensive.
2,800,000. Still with you, Greg. At 2,800,000. Selling it here. Last chance. At $2,800,000. Thank you, Greg. 2,800,000. Paddle number 475.
So that'll be about, what, 3.2 million all in? And here comes
And
a
lot number 105.
large
of course, we come
Frank
to one
Stella.
of the Frank Stella's defining works.
Early
the Honduras
work.
Lottery Company number, or from 1962. At over 7 feet in both height and length, this is one from a limited suite of 6 concentric square masterworks in this monumental scale. It's been such a pleasure having it in the galleries, brightening up the spaces.
You're thinking of
throughout
Marcel
these,
Duchamp,
viewings of
Marky.
these sales. Executed in 1962, this extraordinarily rare concentric grid painting from this format and date. Wonderful provenance, of course. And I'm starting the bidding here at $8 million now, at 8 million, 8,500,000, $9 million.
Again,
now,
85 by
9,500,000.
85 inches. Estimate is 10 to
At
15 million.
$9,500,000 for the Stella at 9,500,000. At 9,500,000. At 9,500,000. Any more? 9,500,000. $10 million. Thank you very much. At $10 million here. It's on my right. At $10 million. At $10 million. Still with Jackie at $10 million. And against you, Brad, at $10 million. Anyone else? 10,500,000 now. At 10.5. Jackie, we're going to go on at 10,500,000. $11 million now. It's back with you again at $11 million now. It's not yours this time.
Stella's
$11 million.
auction record is
Still here at
$28
$11
million
with
from a
Jackie
sale
Walker
in
at $11 million. We're
2019.
going to go on at $11 million. There it is. Thank you, Jackie, at $11 million.
Prior to that
Anyone else at $11 million?
was just
Not
under
yours.
14 million
Nor yours.
in
$11 million.
2015.
Here with Jackie Walker at $11 million now. Anyone else at $11 million?
This is going to be close to that $14 million
Coming in at $11
price
million?
if it stops
Jackie
here.
Walker's bid, I am selling it here. It's on this side of the room. Fair warning. It's against you there too. At $11 million. Fair warning. Jackie, the hammer is up. I'm selling it to you. $11,500,000. Thank you, sir. At 11.5. It's in a new place now. In the room at $11,500,000. Gentleman's bid. No, $11,750,000. We have to go.
I'm looking at provenance on this piece. Looks like the current
11,750.
seller bought this in 2001.
Next bid's going to be 12, sir.
I don't have a price for that at my
11 million,
fingertips.
sorry, it is 11, 12, sorry, what am I talking about? $12
But this
million.
is certain to be a
Thank you very much indeed. At $12 million in the room at 12 million.
nice little profit for hanging a lovely painting
12.
on your walls for 20 years.
12,100,000. 12,200,000.
This was originally shown at the Leo Castelli Gallery in New York, which was an incredibly important gallery in the 60s, 70s, into the 80s. Early champion of a lot of these artists like Stella and Warhol.
12,500,000. 13 million. Thank you, sir. We tried 13,250.
What are my thoughts? Are we in a recession? I don't know. We're definitely in a
13 million
slowdown.
dollars.
We're
Gentlemen,
definitely
seated
in a
at $13 million.
reality check.
Thank you, sir. At $13 million in the room here. At
I
13.
think it's good that everything across all markets, all kind of luxury goods have slowed down a bit.
13 million.
It was just a little bit too insane for a couple of years when there was just so much money pumped into the economy.
13,750,000. 14 million now.
But it seems for about the past 2 years, people have been
14,250,000.
predicting a recession, and that hasn't really happened.
40,750,000.
So I think we're kind of at a
$15
good,
million.
realistic level now that we can then build off of, it seems to me. Unemployment still very much down.
At $15 million. Here it is at 15.
But people are certainly being more cautious with their money.
Seated still at $15 million.
And we've
Against
seen
Southwest
that
Air at 15. Here it
for
is at
sure the
$15
past
million.
couple
It's in the room at the
weeks
moment at $15
in
million.
some of these big
250.
sales.
At $15 million. There it is. Take your time, Jackie. At $15 million. Gentlemen seated still. At $15 million. Thank you. Want to say 250? At $15 million. Your bid, sir, at $15 million.
Okay, this is definitely going to be the
15
second
million.
most expensive Frank Stella ever to sell.
Here it is. At
We still have
$15
about
million.
$10 million to go for it to be to beat the record.
Fair warning now, Jackie. 15,250.
But of course, they keep trying.
5. Back in the room again at $15,500,000. Not yours. At $15 million.
So, Marky, you were asking about the guy who made the urinal,
750 for
the
you,
original
sir.
one.
15
Well, that was
500,000.
Marcel
Gentlemen
Duchamp,
seated here. Anybody else
and we
coming in at
have
15
work by him coming up next.
15,500,000. Thank you, sir. It's here at 15.5. Jackie, take your opportunity. It's incredibly hard to find something comparable to this. It really is. I know you are. Our gentleman is waiting there patiently at 15,500,000. Say 750. 750. There it is. At 15,750. $16 million. Thank you. At $16 million. Bank with the gentleman here in the room at $16 million. I need 250 again, please. At $16 million. Ifachara Shrez, extraordinary Stella, of course, at the center of the art house, that unforgettable assemblage of wonderful objects here in Los Angeles. It's $16 million. Here at $16 million. Gentlemen seated.
Clearly
So,
trying to
you're
get every
taking a hammer
penny
at
again
$16
out of
million.
this, but I
Against
think
you,
this is
Jackie.
a
We're selling
pretty
it here.
strong price.
$16 million. Fair warning, Jackie. And I'm bringing the hammer up here, and it's going to go to you, sir, at $16 million. Thank you very much indeed.
I think
Paddle
that consigner will
2215.
be
Thank you,
happy
sir.
there.
Congratulations. And we move on, of course, to lot number 106, Marcel Duchamp's remarkable La Boîte en Valise, once owned, of course, this version by Andy Warhol. And I'm starting the bidding here at $900,000, at $900,000, $950,000, $1 million, at $1 million, $1,100,000, at $1,100,000, at $1,100,000.
That's interesting. Okay, so the estimate's 1.8 to 2.5 million dollars. And as he said, this was once in Andy Warhol's personal collection.
Thank you, Greg. At $1,200,000 on your telephone now and selling at $1,200,000.
First sold in '88
here with Gregoire Bio, and I can sell at
when Sotheby's here handled the Warhol estate after he
and
passed.
selling. Fair warning. Thank you, Greg. It's on your telephone. It's yours, sir. Fair warning. Thank you. It's paddle number 452.
So that hammered for well below the estimate, but they did get it sold.
Thank you so much. And we move on, of course, to lot number 107. Again, Art House, the collection of Charles Schreyer. This time, the wonderful
This is the Eva Hesse.
early masterwork of Eva Hesse's revered sculptural practice, made in Germany. Fabulous thing from 1965, coming, of course, from a very rare group of works. Please note there is also an irrevocable bid on the lot, and I'm going to start the bidding here at $2,100,000, $2,200,000, $2,300,000.
Irrevocable bid means they have somebody who's promised to bid at a certain level. So it's sold. The question now just becomes
at $2,500,000.
how high?
David Trader here at $2,500,000. It's here on my left, $2,500,000. And selling. It's a selling bid at $2,500,000.
These works don't come up very often.
$2,500,000. Still here at $2,500,000 for the Hesse, the rare work at $2,500,000. I'm selling it here and against you, Madam, too, at $2,500,000. Still with you, David Schrader, and selling. Last chance. Fair warning at $2,500,000. Thank you, David. 419.
So that estimate was 5 to 7 million on that piece, and they sold it for a hammer of 2.5 million.
And lot number 108.
So they were scrambling to find a buyer for that.
Living American artists, Robert Gober and Sherry Levine, the light bulb from 1990. And I'm going to start the bidding here.
This is also Robert Gober, the same guy who did the sink a few lots ago.
$300,000.
But this was a collaboration he did with Sherry Levine.
$350,000.
And again, this is beeswax, paint, and rope.
$400,000. Thank you. $400,000.
It's about 7 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches.
$450,000. It's in a new place at $450,000. $480,000. At $480,000. Give me $500,000. Against you, madam.
Estimate is 800,000 to 1.2 million.
520. At 520. Give me 50. At $520,000. It's further back. Can you try 550? At 520,000. No? 530,000.
I can tell you what they're doing last. That's a Solowit wall structure.
Is that a bit? Yep, 550. Thank you. At 550.
You can follow along and see pictures at sotheby's.com, or you can obviously still just see them on the screen there too. But they will publish these sales, you know, usually at least 3 weeks ahead of the actual sale. As they're doing their marketing, they don't want any surprises.
Further back at $600,000. Thank you. Try 20, sir. 620,000. 620,000. I need 50 from you, please, now, madam. At 620 against you. At 620,000. Here at 620. Give me 50. 650,000. I appreciate it. Say 80. 680. Need 700 from you, madam.
I think I said it last time, but these auctioneers are like orchestra conductors.
Next bid's going to be 700,000. 700,000. And 20.
The best are really, really good. And if you've ever been to a bad auction, the bad auctioneers can be really, really bad.
Try 50. That's $720,000. It's further back. It's $720,000. I need 50 from you. It's $720,000. 750 is bid. No? At $750,000. It's here in the room, ladies' bid. At $750,000. It's against you there, sir. Fair warning. I'm selling it here at $750,000. The ladies' bid, last chance, at $780,000. It's in a new place. Tray 8. At $780,000. Not yours at the moment. It's $780,000. Give me a round number. at 780,000. At 780,000, Jose, it's your bid. You have the bid.
Again, milking
780,
every penny they
selling.
can.
At 780,000, you sure, madam? Last chance and selling at $780,000. Thank you, sir. It's your bid. 2228. Thank you very much
Right,
indeed.
here comes
Thank
the
you.
Christopher Wool joke painting from 1992.
Thank you so much. And lot number 109 is another work, of course, from this wonderful, remarkable collection. This time, the Christopher Wool, one of the most famed and visceral of Christopher Wool's text series from 1992, showing here, coming around on the easel for us this evening. Thank you so much. And I want to start the bidding here with some interest at 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,300,000, now 1,003,000. At 1,300,000.
He did giant pieces. This is a relatively small piece for him. I don't know if he did this size often or if he even did smaller, but the big headliners for him are often 8 feet by 6 feet,
3 of you in it here. 1,500,000.
7 feet by 7 feet, and even bigger.
1.6. Thank you. At 1,600,000 is bid. Alex, give me 7, please. No, next bid 7. 1,700,000. Thank you. At 1,700,000.
Estimate $1.5 to $2 million.
1,700,000. So give me 8.
43 by 30 inches.
At 1,800,000. Want to give me 9? Still at 1,800,000. I need 9 from you, please. At 1,800,000. At 1,800,000 is bid on this side. At 1,800,000. Here at 1,800,000. Dave, you want to come in again at $1,800,000? It's here at 1,800,000 and selling at $1,800,000. At 1,800,000, it's against you, Alex, against you, David.
I don't need the painting because I
Against you
tell
and me
this
now,
to all my
$1,800,000.
visitors who come to my house.
At
They
1,800,000.
can't take a joke to get the F out.
At 1,800,000. I'll take 50 now, if you'd like to give me 50. We had to get to this level first, at 1,800,000. Want to make the bid? At 1,800,000. Yes, 1,850,000. 1,850. Let's try 9. 1,850,000. Jacqueline, it's against you now. 1,900,000. Thank you, Jacqueline. It's your bid now. 1,900,000. Still on the telephone against the rooms. At $1,900,000. Say 50. At 1,900,000, David, you're out. Alex, are you coming in again at 1,900,000? And Emily, I think you're out as well. At 1,900,000, and I'm going to sell it this time. Fair warning to you all. Jacqueline, it's your bid at 1,900,000. Thank you so much. Last chance. Sold. 1,900,000. It's paddle number 413.
He's got to carefully balance getting every last penny of it and moving the sale along so the bidders don't get
Lot 110, of course,
bored.
is the 1969 wonderful superlative example of Donald Judd's early corpus of stack works executed in a towering scale, showing on the screens, of course.
Classic Donald
Where
Judd.
they are this evening. We have got screens at the back of the room. Yep, showing on the sides. Here they are, above the telephone banks. Used to see them up here,
180
indeed,
inches
but
high,
they're no longer.
40
Wonderful
inches
artworks
wide,
instead.
31
And I'm going to
inches
start the
deep.
work bidding, of course, here at $4 million now. 4,500,000, 5 million now. $5
Estimate
million,
is 6 to 8
5,500,000.
million.
Thank you, David. 5,500,000, 6 million. Thank you, sir. 6,500,000 now. 6.5. Give me 7 in the room. It's 6,500,000, sir. Go on. At 6,500,000. Say another one. It's here on the telephones at the moment at 6,500,000. It's against you, sir, in the room. At 6,500,000. At 6,500,000. Give me another one, sir. At 6,500,000. At 6,500,000.
If I had all the money in my
26.8.
dream
At
modern
6,500,000.
home,
David Galprin's
this
bidder
would be
is
going in there.
6,500,000. 6,800,000. Thank you, Elizabeth. At 6,800,000. It's bid in a new place at 6,800,000. And against you here, sir, and against you, David, on this side. David, are you going to carry on at $6,800,000? It's here at $6,800,000 with Elizabeth Webb for the wonderful
they
stack.
bought
at
this piece in
6,800,000. There at
2000
6,800,000.
from
And
Sotheby's.
against you here, sir, at 6,800,000. Give me another one. 6,800,000.
So another
$6,800,000.
certainly tidy
Elizabeth
profit
Webb here,
for
still on
from
the
hanging
telephone,
this in
6,800,000. There
your
it is, Elizabeth, at 6,800,000. And against you, sir, 6,850,000.
in your house for
Thank
20
you.
years.
At 6,850,000. Give me 9 now. At 6,850,000. Gentlemen seated again at 6,850,000. 6,900,000 is bid.
Are you asking why I like
Pick a matching
Judd?
number, sir. Try again.
I just like
That's
the
6 million.
he's kind of the grandfather of
That's $6,900,000.
minimalism. I
Still
like
with you, Elizabeth,
so
at
much about his work that
6,900,000.
it's all
It's against you there,
about
sir. It's against you on this side,
proportion
David.
and
You're coming in again at
form.
6,900,000.
I like that
Try
he
50,
kind of
sir.
shunned the
6,900,000.
New York art world and moved to Marfa,
Don't
Texas, and
regret
just
it,
did
sir.
his own damn thing
6,900,000. Forward
and
a step.
started his
Big step.
own art community.
It's such a great color.
You know, this was a time. This piece is
Expect you to make the
from
lady next
what
to you
year?
incredibly happy, sir, if you bid this one last. At 6
This
million.
piece is
Madam,
from
do you want to take over?
1969.
6,900,000.
You know, so these things are happening in
Here at
response
6 million,
to
we're selling it
like abstract
against you, sir.
expressionism. They're really like
6,950.
pushing back
Thank
against paint and wanted to reduce things to just their essential being. And they were also responding to their
6,950. There it is.
environment. So it's not that
7 million.
a piece of art had to be on a canvas anymore and in
That's
2
7 million.
dimensions with a frame around it and a
Trying
spotlight.
to-
Art was literally coming off the walls. It was coming into the
$7 million.
gallery.
Still on my left with Elizabeth Webb.
It was changing the
That's 7 million.
environment. And I just
Wanna
find
go
that
on?
to be a very exciting time. It's probably like my favorite
$7 million. It's
time
here.
in
I'm
the
gonna
arts
sell
would
it.
be
Fair warning
middle
to you.
to
Thank you
late
for your
middle
bids.
20th
Thank you,
century.
David. Thank you. Elsewhere, last chance, sir. This is it at $7 million, and I'm selling it. 7,050,000. It's here at 7. Give me 50. Let's give you some enthusiasm, sir. It's the last evening sale of the week. 7,050,000. Thank you, sir, very much. At 7,050,000. I need one. Thank you, sir. At 7,050,000. Say one. Elizabeth, I need your eyes this direction, please.
So the
Don't be
record
strange.
for a
At
Judd
7,050,000.
piece
Gentleman seated here is being
was
incredibly
set
patient.
back in
At 7,050,000.
2013
Say
at
one, please.
$14 million.
I've waited several. At 7,050,000. Here it
The
is.
highest
7,050,000.
price for a Judd stack,
Yes,
like
sir.
the one we're looking at here,
7,001,000.
and it looks to be very similar dimension, is $10 million, $10.1 million from 2012.
Is that it, sir? Yes. Thank you anyway. Thank you very
So
much.
this is
At
very close to
7,100,000.
that.
Selling on my left. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you to you, sir. Thank you, David. Fair warning and selling at 7,001,000. Thank you very much indeed. 467.
The prices on these, that was a very strong price, but they seem to be relatively
And lot number
consistent.
111, of course, is the Mark Bradford 1,000 Daddies. This is a monumental example from Bradford's Merchant Posters series, which draws inspiration from the
like
advertising
Bradford's
signs he
work a
collected
lot,
in his
too.
South Central Los Angeles neighborhood. Fabulous work. I'm starting at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,900,000.
132 by 280 inches overall.
At $2 million. And selling here with Lisa Denniston at $2 million on my left. At $2 million. And against you there, sir, at $2 million. Still on my left at $2 million.
Bradford's been a little
At $2 million
soft the past week or two.
Here it is, $2 million.
If you've been to the Hirshhorn in
Lisa
DC,
Denniston, I can sell, of course,
on the
at $2
top
million.
floor,
You're coming in there at $2 million.
he has this huge
On the
installation
telephone
that
here
pretty
with
much
Lisa
takes
Denniston
up
at $2 million
the
now.
whole
Against you,
interior
Lulu, and against you, David
walkway.
Schrader at $2 million. Give me a bit, $2 million. At $2 million now, fair warning, and I'm selling it here. Thank you, Lisa. Lulu, are we out? Last chance at 2. Want to come in, Lulu? Give me a bit. Fair warning now, last chance at $2 million. Thank you, Lisa. Paddle number
If
472.
we were pricing per square inch, I would say that was a pretty good deal.
Yes, of course. Thank you. And we move on, of course, lot number 112. We come to the inky black forms of Andy Warhol's Rorschach test of 1984, this wonderful late
Here's the
abstract
first
series.
of the
Please note there is an
Warhols.
irrevocable bid on the lot.
His
And I'm gonna
Rorschach
start the
series
bidding
was
here at
definitely
1,004,000, 1,005,000,
not my favorite.
1,006,000 now, 1,600,000, 1,700,000, $1,700,000. At 1,700,000, 1,800,000 now. At 1,800,000. Thank you. 1,800,000, 1,900,000. At 1,900,000, $2 million here with David at 2. At $2 million here on my
Clearly,
left-hand
it's
side.
not
$2
other
million.
people's
You want a bid, sir?
favorites
$2
too.
million.
It's a late one. It's from
With David Schrader, I'm selling
1984.
the work at $2 million.
It's
here on
90
my
inches
left.
by 70 inches, so
At
it's
$2
a
million.
good
And
size.
against you on the telephones, against you, Peter, are you coming in at $2 million? 2,100,000. Thank you, Emily. At 2,100,000.
Estimate of 2.5 to 3.5
Emily
million.
Miles here at 2,100,000.
He's trying to
Your
get
bid.
there.
David, it's against you here, and I'm going to sell it. Fair warning now. It's at 2,000,001. Thank you, Emily. Last chance. And selling at $2,100,000. Thank you, Emily. Yours.
Well, they're getting everything
Paddle,
sold.
please.
They're not always
482. Thank you
spectacular
so much.
prices.
And lot number 113, of course, the Ed Ruscha, etc., standout example of the artist's signature exploration of the relationships between text and image, just coming around here, of course, coinciding with the artist's wonderful survey exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art here in New York City, executed from 1990. And I'm starting here at 1,600,000.
Large piece, 84 by 84 inches.
1,700,000.
You probably heard him say Ruscha currently is the subject of a huge retrospective at MoMA. And if you watch my channel, he might be the subject of my next video, hopefully coming out Friday morning.
Coming in, Carolina.
So you heard it here first, folks.
At 1,800,000. Against you here, $1,800,000 now.
Ruscha is another one of those that's long been a favorite, and I think in the video I get into a little bit why. So
at 1,900,000. At 1,900,000 for the Ruscha. 1,900,000. Fair warning. Last chance. Coming in, David. At $1,900,000. There's a pass at 1,900,000.
Oh, first one not to sell tonight. And now I think we can sing happy birthday.
Extremely rare George O'Keeffe, the first in a series of 6 paintings of this kind. Obviously, the wonderful bone, fittingly strong. Well, here it is. Fittingly strong early work from 1943. Showing on the easel, fabulous thing here, the pelvis picture from 1943. And I'm starting the bidding here with some interest at $900,000 to $950,000.
Again, her work's been selling really strong lately. This is a small piece, 6 by 12 inches.
1,200,000. Francis, against you.
And as we learned, today is Georgia O'Keeffe's birthday.
1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,900,000, 2 million. Thank you, Greg. Say 2. I took it in the room ahead of you, Francis. 2,200,000. Give me 4. To move 4 to 5.
Sarah says, "Happy birthday, Georgia."
At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. One of multiple Sotheby's alumni in the room this evening at 2,600,000. It's very good to see you all. At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. 2,600,000. On my right here at 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. On the telephone, Francis Asquith bidder at 2,600,000. Against you, Greg, and against you, madam, in the room at 2,600,000. You sure? At $2,600,000. At 2,600,000. You know, it would have been George O'Keeffe's birthday today.
Hey, there you go.
Why don't you tell your bid of that at 2,600,000?
Thank you, Oliver.
By George, a birthday present at 2,600,000. I'll take 7 for it at 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. Fair warning to you. It's selling here. It's Francis's bidder. Last chance at 2,600,000. Thank you so much. You're out? Yep. Yours, Francis. Thank you. 2,600,000. L0088. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations. And lot number 115 is, of course, the Louise Bourgeois, the Harmless Woman now, which bears testimony to Bourgeois' career-long preoccupation with themes of femininity. Here it is, and I'm starting here at $500,000.
Okay, and if you watched my most recent video, it was on this artist, Louise Bourgeois.
At $650,000 here.
Most known probably
very
for
much
her
indeed.
giant
Carly Gamson's
spiders.
bid at $700,000. Good to see you, Carly. Here you are. $700,000. Thank you very much indeed. It's with Carly Gamson here.
This is about 40 inches tall,
I took it from you in the room here on the
conceived
aisle.
in 1969 and carved in 1981.
At $750,000 here. At $750,000. Still with you in the room. It's $750,000. Try 8, please. At $750,000. And against you, Caroline, it's $750,000. $800,000. It's bid in the room at $800,000. Thank you so much at $800,000. It's here at $800,000. Ladies seated here at $800,000.
Estimates 700,000 to
here
a
in the room,
million.
it's your bid at $800,000. Fair warning, $850,000. In a new place at $850,000. It's here on the telephones. Give me $900,000, please. At $850,000. It's no longer yours at $850,000. It's with Elizabeth Webb on this side. $900,000 is bid now. Try 50. Ladies bid at $900,000 in the room at 900. Your bid, madam, at $900,000. Thank you so much. I need 50 from you, Elizabeth, at $900,000. Still with you, madam, at $900,000. I'm selling it here. It's against you, Carly. Fair warning and selling to the room.
Bourgeois' work's often challenging for a lot of people.
Yes, at $925. Say 50, please.
She deals with a lot of tough subject matter. I'm looking up her
Looking for 50, madam. Thank you so much at $950,000.
record for auction right
Back
now.
in the room at $950,000. Try 75, please. 75 is bid.
Well, the record, of course, is for one of her
Course, the next one is
spiders
gonna
for
be $1
$32 million. That was this spring.
$975,000. Here on the telephones at $1 million. Thank you. This could we get to 50 at $1 million. Here in the room.
Yeah, the
$1 million.
spiders dominate the top 10, 15
$1
auction
million.
records.
There it is, $1 million. Thank you so much. Here in the aisle at $1 million. You're going to go on at $1 million. Fair warning now. At what? $1,050,000. I need one, madam, from you. At $1,050,000. Still here with Elizabeth Webb at $1,050,000. $1,001,000 is bid this time. At $1,050,000. Went to $1,001,000. And of course, I need 50 again. Ladies bid at $1,100,000. Here it is in the room at $1,001,000. And I'm going to sell it at $1,100,000. I need 50, please. It's back in the room and against you, Elizabeth, at $1,100,000. Ladies bid and selling. Fair warning. Hammer is up at $1,100,000. $1,150,000.
Milking every penny.
At $1,150,000 now. $1,200,000. At $1,200,000. And again, looking for 50, please. At $1,200,000.
Bourgeois thought of her work, almost all of her work is autobiographical. This is about 40 inches tall.
Thank you very much. Are you out? It's here at $1,200,000. Thank you to your bidder. I'm selling it here. Last chance at $1,200,000. Madam, yours. Thank you very much. Paddle number 2209. Thank you very much indeed. 12. A 116, of course, is the final work from this wonderful collection of Charles Schreier's this evening. Of course, there will be more in the day sale tomorrow. Look out for those lots. But this is the Andy Warhol silkscreen portrait of fellow artist Joseph Beuys from 1980. Wonderful momentum and their deep respect for one another. From 1980 and sold here on the aisle, on the easel, I should say, at $350,000, $350,000, $400,000, at $450,000 now, $450,000 for the portrait of Beuys at $450,000.
This kind of combines two of my favorite artists, Warhol and Joseph
Stefano
Beuys.
Morani at $500,000. Here it is at $500,000. I can sell it. $500,000.
I've got two of Beuys pieces hanging in my living room.
Thank you, Lisa. It's not yours, Stefano, now. $550,000.
Worth nowhere near what this is going for, but I love them.
That's $600,000. Give me 50. That's $600,000. Here on this side at $600,000. I need 50 from you, of course. $600,000. That's $600,000. Say another one at 600. At 600,000. Thank you, Stefano. It's your bidder. And against you on this side, Brooke, it's not yours. At $600,000. Give me 50, Lisa.
40 inches by 40 inches. The estimate on this Warhol is $600,000 to $800,000.
At 625. 650. That's 650,000. 675. Give me 700,000, please. Stefano. 675. 700,000. 700,000. I need 25 from you, Lisa, please. That's $700,000. Any more? $700,000. 725. Here it is. $725,000. Mike, are we coming in at 725,000? No. Just checking. 750. Thank you very much indeed, Stefano. $750,000. It's back with Stefano Morani of Sotheby's Paris team at 750,000. Give me 75, please, Lisa. At 750,000. It's on this side. And I want to sell 775. Thank you. Give me 8. 800,000. Need 25. Caroline, you want to help? At $800,000. Sure? $800,000. David, bidding? $800,000. Lisa, have to hurry up now at $800,000. I need 25. And selling, of course, at $800,000. Here it goes at $800,000. Last chance. Selling to you, Stefano, for $800,000.
Trying to move things along,
Thank you very
trying
much
to get
indeed.
every penny
Panel number
out.
466
That's going to be
at
just over $1
$800,000.
million with the fees.
Thank you, sir. And of course, we now move on to a work held in the same private collection for over 2 decades. Lot number 117 is the Barbara Chase Reboot bronze, La Musica Amnesia from 1990. Wonderful bronze with silver patina and gray silk. Here it is, extremely rare work. And I'm starting the bidding at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
27 inches tall, executed in
1990.
1990.
100,000.
I don't know much about the artist other than it is to say
You'll bid right at the back of the room at $100,000.
they don't come up for auction very
At
often.
100,000. Anyone else? At 100,000. 110 is bid in the room here. 120. 130, 140, 150,
And you might ask why they would put
160 is in a new place.
something with an estimate of $80,000 to $120,000 in an evening sale. They'll sometimes include lots that they think
Thank you so
will
much.
generate some
200,000.
excitement, even if they're not the biggest ticket
Try
items
20, please.
of the night.
200,000 in the room at 200,000. Give me 20. Gentlemen here, 220. Want to say 40? Here at 220. 230. Thank you, sir. At 230,000 is bid. 240. 250. 260.
And as you can see, this is now
260,000.
well beyond the high
Chris's bid here at
estimate, more than
260,000.
2
Gets you
times
here,
above
gets you
the high
back, sir. You want to
estimate.
come in again at $260,000. 270 has been in a new place. Nina Del Rio at 270,000. Head of the museum services here at Sotheby's, 280 now. Against you, Nina. What have you got? At 280,000. 290. Try 3. 300,000. Want to try 20 now, please, Nina? At 300,000. Let's try 320,000. 320.
This will be an auction record for the artist. The previous record was 256,000.
320,000. Yes, please. 340,000.
And then below that was 91,000.
And it gets you again, Nina, at $340,000. 350. At $350,000. 360.
We sold a smaller watercolor by her for 5,000.
370 is bid. At 370,000.
And the works on paper, the smaller pieces can go from
370,000.
4 to 15 to 20,000.
At 380,000.
But this is definitely setting a new record for the artist.
At 380,000. It's behind me here at 380. Nina. 390,000. 390.
The Barclay Hendricks I was talking about earlier is coming up
Give
next.
me another one at 390,000. It's behind me here at 390,000. Looking for 400,000, please, to round it up at 390. Against you here, sir, at $390,000 now. 400,000 is bid. Thank you. At 400,000. Give me 20 this time, please, Nina. $400,000 on my left here. 400,000. Christie's bid is still at 400,000, still on this side. Thank you very much indeed. At 400,000. I need 20 from you, please.
Yeah, so this is going to be
$400,000 here on my left-hand side.
an auction record by almost 2 times. Well, now probably right exactly 2 times the previous record.
Are we going to go on at $410,000? 410. No? At $410,000, it's here on my right with Nina Del Rio, and I want to sell at 410, 420,000 now. At 420,000. Say another one at 420. At 420, 430 it's bid. At 430. Try 40. At 430,000. It's behind me here at 430. And it gets you here, $430,000, 440,000. Thank you.
And the auction house likes selling things like these. They like to say to any other potential consignor that, hey, we have the record for this artist. You should definitely sell your work
At
with us,
440,000, it's here behind me now.
as opposed to the other guys.
Time at $440,000. Fair warning to you at 440, 450. 450. We're going to go on at 460.
Here we have two very determined bidders.
I need 70 from you, please. At 460,000. Still on my left, and here it is at 460,000. I want to sell it $460,000. Fair warning to you at 470 is bid. Try 80.
Hello, Indianapolis.
470,000. 480.
Hello, New Jersey.
Do you want to jump to 500,000? Might make it easier. 480. Try a bigger jump. Try 500. At 480. I'm going to say
The
500,000.
move from Paris to New Jersey seems like an
$480,000
interesting
on my
one.
left-hand side at 480.
But to each their own.
500,000, please. 490,000. So what are we doing at 490? 500,000. You're going to go on at $500,000. At 500,000. Say one more. It's very rare. 510. Thank you very much indeed. At 510,000. Chrissy, what are you doing at 510,000?
Again, milking every penny out he can, but this is by far a new record.
$510,000. It's here on this side. It's Nina Del Ria's bidder. Thank
The
you very much
record
for your
or a
spirited
sale
bidding.
like this
Consistent bidding, and
could
it's selling on this side.
bring
No
other
regrets.
things out to the
At
market.
$510,000.
There
Last
might be
chance.
people
Here it
who
goes.
have
Nina,
had
it's your
her
bid
work
at
in their collection,
$510,000. Sold. Thank you very much indeed.
but it wasn't
Battle
worth
number
it for them to
458.
sell.
Thank you.
But now that an artist has reached that $500,000 level,
And we move on to lot number 118. Is the
that could bring
the
other
Yolks by
pieces out to
Barclay
the market in the
Hendricks.
near
His
future.
portraits are currently the subject, of course, of a fabulous exhibition at the Frick
Here's
Museum
my
here in New
favorite
York.
piece in the auction, the
And I'm
Barclay
going to start the
Hendricks.
bidding here. At $2,500,000, $2,500,000, $3 million now, $3 million, $3,500,000 now, $3,500,000. At $3,500,000. At $3,500,000. Any more? $3,500,000.
And it sold
At
4 years ago
$3,500,000.
for $3.9 million.
$3,500,000 now. $3,500,000. At $3,500,000. Anyone else? At $3,500,000. $4 million now. At $4 million. Thank you very much. At $4 million. At $4 million. Against you there. At $4 million. Say another one. At $4 million. $4,500,000. Thank you very much indeed. At $4,500,000. $5 million now is bid. At $5 million. And against you
That
this time.
started
It's over
slow.
here
I
at $5
thought the
million. Give me
consignor
five.
might be a little
On
disappointed.
this side of $5 million, $5,500,000. Thank you so much, Nicole. $5,500,000. Try 6, David, at $5,500,000.
This is now a record for this
Nicholas
artist
Loss's bidder
too.
at
The previous record
$5,500,000.
was
Thank you so much, Nicholas. With you at
$6 million.
$5,500,000. $6 million is bid this time. 6. Give me 5. Here at $6 million. $6,500,000. For the Hendricks, it's $6,500,000 now. Try 7, David.
Yes, it is, Marky. This was painted in 1975.
6.5.
And I don't know if everyone was on in the beginning when I told the story. I got a comment on one of my YouTube shorts. Some person commented that they thought the world must be coming to an end if
Give me 7, please.
we're buying paintings for millions of dollars of
Against you, Alex.
pimps.
Against you, Kathleen.
And before Barclay Hendricks passed
at $6,600,000
in 2017,
$7 million.
someone had
6,
also
7.
said that
$7 million.
the subject of
Thank
this
you very
painting
much.
reminded them of a
$7
pimp.
million.
And he commented that
$7
he
million
saw
against you here,
Ronald
David,
Reagan in the
$7 million.
same coat with the fur collar.
Give me 2. It's $7 million. Still with Nicole.
said, does that
$7
make
million.
Ronald
And
Reagan a
against you,
pimp?
David, and against you in the room. I'm selling it here at $7 million.
I thought that was a good response.
Still here. It's $7 million now.
Definitely an auction
Yes, but
record.
what do we
Previous
do?
auction record
$7
was
million.
about $6 million.
At $7 million.
Right now, we're looking at over $8 million with the fees.
You want to come in? Fair warning now. The hammer is coming up and selling at $7 million. Thank you very much, Nicole. It's pattern number 481, $7 million.
All right. Nicely sold and nicely bought, I think.
Lot number 119, of course, is next, which is the
Here's the
David
big
Hockney view
Hockney.
from the terrace. Number 3, a wonderful Californian watercolor subject here. Watercolor on paper, indeed, from 8 sheets. Master of works on paper. Fantastic, obviously, artist, British artist, David Hockney. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $3,500,000, $3,600,000.
3 feet tall by
$3,700,000.
about
$3
8 feet
$3,800,000.
wide from 2003.
$3,800,000 at $3,800,000. $3,900,000 now. $4 million now. And against you this time at $4 million.
Estimate is
Still
4
with
to
Ben Dollar at
6
$4 million.
million.
Here against you in the room at $4 million. It's with Ben Dollar. I can sell at $4 million. Thank you, Ben. It's your bid.
I would
$4
also
million,
love a
$4
Hockney
million,
in my house if anybody's
$4,200,000.
looking for Christmas ideas.
$4,300,000. $4,400,000. $4,500,000. $4,600,000. Not yours. $4,600,000. $4,700,000. $4,800,000. $4,900,000 is bid. $5 million. Give me 2. 5.2.
Hockney's auction record's gigantic. Let me look that up.
5,200,000. It's here in the room at 5,200,000. Against you bet at 5.2. Ladies bid at 5,200,000. Thank you so much at 5,200,000. It's not your span at 5,200,000.
$90 million for one of his large paintings, his
5.4.
pool paintings, which he's probably most famous for.
5,300,000. Give me 4.
But that was in
back.
2018.
It's in a new place at 5,300,000. I need 4 from you. Ladies bid at 5,300,000. 5.4. Say 5, madam, please.
So if you want
here it
a
is. Against you, it's on the aisle at 5,400,000.
big Hockney and you want to save tens of millions of dollars,
5,500,000.
buy a work on paper like this watercolor.
5,600,000. 5,700,000. 5,800,000. 5.9, it's bid. $6 million. That's $6 million here. On the aisle, it's $6 million. It's against you, madam. It's $6 million here. Give me another one. That's $6 million. Further back there. Here it's
So the
$6
Joan
million.
Mitchell's
You're not
coming up
taking it out,
next.
madam.
We're
It's
going to
$6
see if
million.
that
The ladies
beats
bid
$30
here.
million.
And against you, Ben, on the telephone, that's $6 million. The ladies bid.
We're about halfway
Last
through the
chance.
sale.
And selling at $6 million.
I definitely want to
Thank
see
you
the
very much indeed. It's
Basquiat,
panel
which
number
comes up in about
2332.
10
There's a
lots.
shadow above you there. Thank you
And
very
then
much
we
indeed.
might call it
2332 at
a
$6 million.
night. But this will be an interesting one. Last week, like
And
we
on number
said,
120, of course, we come to the first work from the collection of John
An
Chine, the
earlier
wonderful Joan Mitchell, the
Joan Mitchell
magnificent
sold for
Sunflowers,
$29
painted in
million, and we're going to see if
1991.
this beats
Sunflowers
that.
stands as a masterpiece of her late period, and it was a personal gift from the artist to John Chine. This fabulous work, of course, showing as you enter the rooms this evening on your way out from the elevators. Fabulous, fabulous thing. And I'm going to start the bidding here.
So the $29 million work
$18 million,
last week was smaller, but it was earlier.
18 million, 5, $19 million.
This is a lot
19
bigger,
million, 19
but it's
million,
later.
500,000. At 19,500,000, $20 million now. At $20 million now. At $20 million.
From 1991,
20,500,000.
110 by 157 inches.
20,500,000. Thank you. 20,500,000. 21 million now. Give me 5 at 21 million. Against you this time at 21 million. 21,500,000. Thank you. 21 million 5. 22 million now. At 22, say 5. 22,500,000. You're going to go on at 22,500,000.
They're going to have to get a few more million to beat the record.
Say another one at 23 million. 23,500,000. It's against you this time at 23,500,000. You want to come in at 24. Here at 23,500,000.
They're getting close.
With Courtney Kramer's at 23,500,000. There it is, at 23,500,000. Not yours, at 23,500,000. Still with Courtney at 23,500,000. 24 million in the room at 24 million. It's in a new place at $24 million now.
Now they've got a new bidder in.
Your bid, sir, at $24 million.
We'll see if this sparks things or if it stops here.
New place at $24 million. And against you, Courtney, at $24 million now. Here at $24 million. It's on the second row here. Take your time. At $24
It's close to the
million. Second
record.
row
Another
again at
bid or two, they're going to get it.
Against you there at 24. It's a gentleman up here.
I'm not sure exactly what this equates to with the buyer's premium.
Sunflowers from 1991 at
Probably 28-ish million.
Your bid, sir, at $24 million. At $24 million. Nope. Take your time. At $24 million. Still with you, sir. Thank you for your patience. At $24 million. And against you further back at $24 million. Say another one at $24 million.
That Joan Mitchell that sold last week, for the record, was also at Christie's. So Sotheby's would love to beat them.
Say 5. At $24 million. It's with the gentleman at $24 million. This fabulous, fabulous work.
I don't think they're quite there. They need another bid or two.
Still here at $24 million. Holding at 24. Thank you, sir. It's your bid at $24 million now in the room still. She's still thinking about it. $24 million. Are we doing this or not, Courtney, at $24 million? No? It's here in the room then, sir. It's your bid
tried.
of $24 million. I'm going to sell it. Last chance now. Courtney, you out? Anybody else? And selling. Bernie, sorry, sir. It's yours. 2, 3, 4, 4. Just slipped out. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Another alumni. I'm so sorry. We're all old pals here. Excuse me.
So I think he just
Lot number 121.
announced the
Here's
winner
Alice
as
Neal.
Bernie, and I'm not sure who
Here
that
it is,
is.
the powerful 1972 portrait.
Typically, they
the Jackie
do not
Curtis as a
want
boy.
to
This painting
say
was recently included in Neil's highly acclaimed
who
retrospective
wins
organized
that
by the
bid, but it
Metropolitan Museum of
apparently
Art.
slipped to a
Fantastic
regular.
thing. Another work,
I'm
of
sure
course,
tomorrow
Life
morning
of
we'll
Beauty,
be
the
able
collection of John
to
Shime. And I'm starting here at $1 million.
figure out who
at $1
exactly
million,
Bernie is,
100,000,
so that's
1,200,000,
interesting.
1,300,000, and 1,300,000. At 1,300,000, 1,400,000 is bid. Thank you, Otley, on the telephones at 1,400,000. Here it is at 1,400,000.
Alice Neal would be
Still with you
another
at 1,400,000.
fun one to
Selling, of
have.
course, at 1,400,000. At $1,400,000. With Otley Winter here at 1,400,000, I could sell. At
We have a local
1,400,000.
collector here who has an
With
Alice
you,
Neal in their
1,400,000.
entryway, and I'm
Otley,
very
You're
jealous.
going to take this one home at 1,400,000. The hammer is up. Anybody else at 1,400,000 color? We're going to come in at 1,400,000. I want to jump in at 1,500,000. It's with Otley still at $1,400,000. Give me 5. At $1,400,000. Anyone else at 1,400,000?
Yeah, certainly, Marky. If you're not familiar with Alice Neal's
Carlo, we're gonna
work,
say 5,
take a
please.
deeper dive.
At
It's pretty incredible.
1,400,000 against you all, against your
Almost
bid
all
side,
portraits.
and selling at 1,400,000. Carly, give me another one. Sure. And selling at 1,400,000. Thank you very much, Otley. It's yours. 487. Thank you very much indeed. And 122 was the Linda Benglis, the Untitled, signed and dated 6th of 8, 1970, of course. This wonderful example from Linda Benglis' seminal series of 2 brushstroke paintings, incredibly rare, great, great example, of course. And I'm going to start the bidding here.
Okay, this Benglis is
at 100,000,
made of
120,000,
beeswax
150,000,
resin and
180,000,
gesso on
180,000,
masonite.
200,000. 250,000.
3
Thank you,
feet
Nicole.
tall, made in
250,000. Took it from you at
1970.
250,000. Anyone else at 250,000? 280,000, Lucius?
This
Are you out,
comes
Nicole?
from the
It's at
same collector
280,000.
that had that large
300,000 is
Joan
bid now.
Mitchell.
300,000 on this side. 350 is bid. It's in a new place with Simon. At 350,000. Simon Shaw at 380,000. Thank you, Nicole. At 380. There's 3 of you in it. At 380,000. Give me 4 here. 380. There it is. With you, Nicole, at 380,000. And looking for 4 from either of you on this side of the room at 380,000. Thank you, Nicole. It's your bid at 380. At $380,000, still on my telephone here at 380. And it's not yours, Lucius, and it's not yours, Simon. At $380,000. There it is, at 380. At 380,000. You out, Simon? I'm going to sell it. Fair warning to you all now. Lucius, are we out still?
Benglis
Last
has had
chance. The
one
hammer is
piece
up.
break
And
$1 million.
This side at 380. Thank you, Nicole.
That seems like a pretty
Battle number 414.
strong result for a relatively smaller work.
And lot number 123 is the Anne Truitt, White number 5, one of the key works of American minimalism. This wonderful latex on woodwork work, White number 5, of course, and I'm starting the bids here at 250,000, 280,000.
Anne Truitt currently has
300,000, 320,000.
a pretty lovely room at the
at 320,000.
Dia Art Foundation's flagship location in Beacon, New York.
At $320,000. At $320,000.
Her auction record's $567,000
At $320,000.
for a piece larger than this. This one's 54 inches tall.
320,000 coming in at 320,000. At 320,000 against you here at 320. Is that a bid? 320. It's not yours here at $320,000. Fair warning. Last chance at $320,000. It's a pass at 320.
Did not sell. I think that's the second one of the
And on number
evening.
124 is another important work of American minimalism, Ad Reinhardt's black abstract painting of 1960, of course. Coming around on the easel. Here it is. Wonderful work here. Fabulous, fabulous object from a great
About 5
time.
feet by 5
And I want to
feet.
start the bidding here.
Executed in 1960.
$1,200,000, $1,300,000.
Reinhardt's record is 3.2 million, set back in the spring.
Against you, Nicole, at $1,400,000.
That was for a red painting.
$1,600,000. Thank you, David. At $1,600,000.
This obviously is a black painting.
At $1,600,000, $1,700,000 with Catherine.
One of the galleries I worked at in San Francisco,
Back
if
with
we were
David.
having a
Against you,
really
Catherine,
slow
this
day
time.
or
There's
no one
two
was
of you
coming
here.
in,
Got it. $1,900,000.
we would often hang
Thank
a
you,
red
Catherine, at
painting in the
$1,900,000.
window
Give you $2
because
million now.
red sells.
$1,900,000. $2 million is bid now. At $2 million. Thank you, David.
So
At
now
$2
we're at the
million.
top
And
end
against
of
you now,
the
Catherine, at
estimate.
$2 million. $2,100,000. Thank you. At $2,100,000. Say 2, please. At $2,200,000. It's back with David again at $2,200,000. Say 3. At $2,200,000. It's against you, Catherine. It's at $2,200,000 with David. $2,300,000. It's bid now. $2,300,000. At $2,300,000. Say 4. $2,400,000. Thank you, David. At $2,400,000. At $2,400,000 is back with David Garrison again at $2,400,000 now.
So we're
Against you,
getting
Catherine,
closer
at
to the auction record for Reinhardt here.
$2,450,000. I'll take. Thank you so much. At $2,450,000.
Reinhardt was
Thank you very much
a
indeed. At
part of
$2,450,000.
kind of that
For the
first
Reinhardt,
group of New
$2,500,000.
York
Thank you so much.
abstract artists.
$2,500,000. Catherine, can we try 50 again at $2,500,000? At $2,500,000. It's not yours, Catherine, at $2,500,000. $2,550,000. Catherine Thomas here bidding from our London office at $2,550,000.
This abstract movement was, or is often considered the first real American art movement. And it kind of marked the shift away from
$2,600,000 with Claudia
from
Dweck.
Paris
It's in a
being
new
the
place
center
now,
of the art world.
$2,600,000. Thank you, Claudia. From Sotheby's Milano at $2,600,000. Claudia Dweck at 2,600,000. 3 of you
Yeah,
in
this
it
piece
here.
is from
2,600,000.
1960.
Say 50. 2,600,000. It's against you in the room at the moment at $2,600,000. $2,650,000. Thank you, Catherine. It's back with you again.
And I realize it literally
$2,750,000.
pretty much just looks like a black square on your screen.
2,700,000.
But these are works that really need to be seen in person.
Claudia's bid.
And then you
2,700,000 is
find,
bid now. Give me
you
2,750,000.
start to see the depth and the
2,750,000.
paint.
Thank you so much, Catherine.
And there's so many
2,750,000.
layers
Back
and
with you
so
again.
much more happening
2,800,000.
there than just
Thank you,
simply a
Claudia.
black
Not yours now,
square.
Catherine, at 2,800,000. It's yours at 2,800,000. I need 50 from you, Catherine. Yeah? At 2,800,000. Catherine, are you out this time? At 2,800,000. Sure? Thank you anyway, and thank you for your bids. Please thank your clients at $2,800,000. It's with Claudia Dweck, and it's against you, David Galpin. It's against you, Catherine Thomas, against you in the room, and on this side of the telephone bank at $2,800,000. With Claudia Dweck at $2,800,000, and I'm going to sell. The hammer is coming up at $2,800,000 to $2,850,000. It's in time. Thank you, Catherine. $2,850,000.
Yeah, so I think this is actually a new record.
Try another 50.
I think the black painting is going to beat the red painting.
You sure? At
Which I probably would
$2,900,000.
have
Back with
lost
Claudia
that
Dweck
bet.
and selling. Fair warning at $2,900,000. Thank you, Claudia. It's panel number 436 at 2,900.
Okay, next we have the large Richter.
And lot number 125, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we come to the Gerhard Richter magnificent abstractist build from 1997.
I'll be curious
This
to see
wonderful,
where this
towering
goes.
work, of course, signed, dated 1997 and numbered 8491, indeed numbers 2 and 3, both in museums, the High Museum in Atlanta and the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, of course. This is the chance to buy a work in a private collection, of course, the same private collection since acquired from Anthony Doffey Gallery in London. And I'm going to start the bidding here for this wonderful object at $21 million. At 21 million, 22 million now, at 22 million, $23 million. At 23, $24
Richter's
million.
work is kind of
For the Richter at
plateaued in
$24
some
million.
instances.
At $24 million now.
But this
For the
seems
Richter
like the
here at
type of
$24
painting
million,
that
this
collectors
masterpiece
would
at
want.
$25 million now. Thank you, Brooke, at $25 million.
It's 108
With
by
Brooke Lampy on the
108
telephone
inches.
for now at $25 million. Here on my right at $25 million. At $25 million. Any more? At $25 million.
Richter's
Yes, you hear
record at
at
auction is
$25 million. Any more?
$46 million.
$25 million. Still with you, Brooke, at $25
But that was in
million.
2015.
There it is, at $25 million. At $25 million. Still with Brooke at $25 million. Against you further back here at $25 million now. At $25 million now. $26 million. At $26 million. And against you now, Brooke, at $26 million. $27 million now. Thank you. $27 million. Back on the telephone with Brooke Lampley at $27 million, not yours, at 27. At $27 billion, still with you, Brooke.
Okay, I just looked back at that large
27.
Joan Mitchell. The
Brooke's bidder
total
at
price with
27 million.
fees
Thank
was
you, Brooke, at
$27.9 million.
Here it
So
is.
no, it missed the
$27
record
million.
by
Any
like
more at 27.
$1 million, $1.5 million.
Still on the telephone at $27 billion, and it gets you there at 27.
The estimate on this Richter is
$27 billion.
25 to
Thank you, Brooke, at
35
27.
million.
And selling at 27 at the
We're
moment.
at 27. Looks like we have 2 bidders left.
Still yours, Brooke, at $27 million. Any more at 27. It's with Brooke Lampley at $27 million, and it gets you in the room. Thank you, Brooke.
Brooke Lampley is winning the bid on the telephone. That's her right there. She's one of the
27
higher ups at Sotheby's.
28 million.
She's
27
certainly on the
500,000.
phone with a VIP
27
client.
million 5. Try 28. At 27.5. At $27,500,000. Here it is at 27.5. Thank you, Greg. At $27,500,000. 27,500,000. Say 28, please. At 27.5. Against you, Brooke, at 27,500,000. Against you in the room at 27,500,000. It's here at 27,500,000. Thank you, Greg, at 27.5.
Have any of you
Try
been at
28,
auction
please,
before, or do you
27.
just like watching?
At $27,500,000.
I had some comments after the last
with you,
live
Greg, at
stream
27.5.
about people with questions about how the art process or how the
Give me
auction
another one,
process
please, at
works.
27,500,000.
So I'll probably do a pretty in-depth video in the
Sorry,
near
Greg.
future, kind of in everything you need to know when buying or selling at auction.
Try 28.
The big auction times
So
of
with you, Greg.
year are right
Against you,
now is the
Brooke.
biggest time.
Fair
November,
warning now.
the fall auctions in New York.
$27,500,000.
These are the
It's Greg
biggest
Waddio's
auctions in the
bidders, not
world.
yours. Against you here.
In May,
Against you on
there'll
this
be
side.
other
Bid or sell
auctions in
it.
New York,
Fair
which is
warning
kind of the
at
second biggest
$27,500,000. Last chance.
time period for
And selling
auctions.
at 27.5. Greg, thank you very much indeed. Paddle number
And in
424.
between those, you'll also
Thank you
have
so
large
much.
sales in London and Hong Kong. Paris is kind of becoming more of a
Lot number
hub now
126,
too.
of course, property from William de Kooning, of course, from 1977.
Here's the
wonderful work
de
that's remained in the
Kooning.
same collection.
This is
for
the
over
earlier
25
one.
years, coming from the Sanford and late Jeannie Robertson collection. This fabulous work on paper here, mounted on canvas, fantastic object. And I'm going to start the bidding here
60 by
at
41 inches.
$1,800,000. So $1,800,000, $2 million out, $2,200,000, at $2,200,000, at $2,200,000, at $2,400,000. Thank you, Catherine. $2,400,000, $2,600,000, at $2,600,000. Thank you, David. At $2,600,000.
Sarah, you need to step up your game.
$2,800,000. Thank you, Catherine. At $2,800,000 now.
I
At
expect to see you at
$2,800,000.
an
Back with
evening
Catherine Thomas again at
sale in the next year or
$2,800,000. Against
two.
you all on this side at $2,800,000. At $2,800,000. Still with Catherine at $2,800,000. Against you, David, there at $2,800,000 now. At $2,800,000. It's Catherine Thomas's bidder at $2,800,000.
Yeah, and I certainly haven't bid at this level
at
either, and
$2,800,000.
on nothing
Any more?
major,
2X.
but I think it can be just as fun to
$2,800,000. Catherine,
bid
your
and
bid at
participate on
$2,800,000.
something
Still
you
on the
really
telephone
want
at
for a few $100s or a
Thank
few
you.
$1,000s.
At
Or
2X. At $2,800,000.
it's just as
Still with you,
thrilling
Catherine, at
relative to your
$2,800,000.
budget,
It's
right?
against you in the room at $2,800,000. Anyone else at $2 million? You bidding, sir? At $2,800,000.
This de Kooning is estimated
Thank you
at
so much. At $2,900,000.
2.5 to 3.5
$3
million.
million.
We are right in the middle of that estimate right
Give me
now.
At $3 million. There it is. At $3 million. Try one.
Coming up, we have a Diebenkorn, another one of my
3,100,000.
favorites, Wayne Thiebaud, and then the Basquiat
200,000.
and just a few lots. And then there's the second de Kooning, which is a little
Give me
later. So I'm thinking maybe we watch this and we get through that
Here at
second de Kooning,
$3,200,000. On my right at 3.2.
and we might call it an evening.
At $3,200,000. Fair warning now at 3.2. So on the telephone with Catherine, it's her bid at $3,200,000. It's against you in the room, sir. $3,200,000. Still with Catherine Thomas from the London office at $3,200,000. And it's against you, David, here at $3,200,000. We're going to sell it. It's against you in the room. Fair warning now. 3.3. 3.4. At 3,400,000. At 3,400,000. Still with Catherine at 3,400,000. Say 5. At 3,400,000. It's Catherine Thomas's bidder again at 3,400,000. Looking for 5, please, at 3,400,000. 3,400,000. It's bid here at 3,400,000. It's not yours. At $3,400,000 and selling 3,500,000.
I like when he calls people out and says
36.
it's not yours. Looks like we have one determined person who keeps bidding quick, and then he's having to like
At 3,600,000.
scrape and grab and beg for bids from the other bidder.
Give you 7. 3,600,000. It's still with Catherine here. On my right at 3,600,000. It's against you, Simon, too, at 3,600,000. I need 3,700,000 in the room, madam, please. At $3,600,000. It's here on my right at 3,600,000, 3,700,000, 3,800,000.
See, her bidder keeps bidding right away.
Give me 9.
Boom, 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 boom. She wants
9.
it.
4 million.
There you go. No hesitation. As an auctioneer, when I've done auctioneering before, I like those bidders
With Catherine's bidder on my right here at $4 million.
that aren't afraid to raise their
Say another
hand.
one, please, madam, at $4 million. 4,050,000. 4,050,000. 4,001,000. 4,100,000.
Again, the estimate was 2.5 to 3.5 million. We're now with fees over 4.5 million.
4,150,000. 4,200,000. 4,200,000. Thank you. 4,300,000.
I can't tell. We might have 3 bidders on this lot. I need to pay better attention.
What are you saying, sir? It's at 4,300,000. Not yours. At 4,300,000. 4,400,000. 4,400,000.
Yeah, there she goes again.
500,000. Try 6. At 4,500,000. It's there at 4,500,000. Sure. 4,500,000 is the lady's bid. At 4,500,000. Letting it go, sir. 4,500,000.
I need to tell the story sometime. I had a client
What are we doing? At 4,500,000.
who wanted 8 pieces in a particular auction.
No, it's here.
And I was
Gonna sell
bidding
it
for him,
at 4,500,000.
And he
Thank you
gave
very
me
much
unlimited
indeed.
budget.
Catherine,
That was a lot of
congratulations.
fun.
Sold to you at 4,500,000. It's paddle number 471. Thank you so much.
Okay, here comes the Diebenkorn.
Thank you very much indeed.
A favorite of mine since I lived in
And lot
San
number
Francisco.
127, of course. Another work here from Sanford and the late Jeannie Robertson collection. This time the wonderful Richard Diebenkorn, the large-scale 1972 painting from his Ocean Park series, over a third of which are held in museum collections. This wonderful picture in fabulous
His
condition.
most expensive Ocean
The on
Park
canvas
sold
from
for
1972, and I'm starting the bid
$27 million.
here at $8 million, at
The estimate
$8,500,000,
here
$9
is
million
12 to
now, $9
18
million,
million.
$9,500,000, at $9,500,000 now, at $9,500,000, at $9,500,000. Any more? $9,500,000.
The record
At
for
$9,500,000.
Diebenkorn happened in
$10 million.
2021.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
That is
At
for
$10
his
million
Ocean
now.
Park
It's on my
series.
left-hand side at $10
He
million.
did have another
With
earlier
Elizabeth
work
Webb at $10 million now, and selling at $10 million.
sell for
It's against you, Francis, on this
46
side here at $10 million here, with Elizabeth Webb at $10 million, and I can sell the work at
I
$10 million.
think this would be a
Anyone
very
else?
disappointing
$10
result.
million, fair warning, and selling for $10 million. Thank you, Elizabeth. Paddle
Yeah,
number
I think that's pretty
407.
disappointing.
Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, we are moving on, of course, here. Property from the prestigious
And here's the
Neumann
Tebow,
family
another
collection here in New York,
California
the Wayne
favorite.
Tebow pop bottles. Please note the work has been guaranteed and irrevocably bid.
2
The
feet
fabulous
tall by
Tebow
3
painting
feet
from
wide.
1970. Here it is, a masterwork of the
Estimate
artist's early production. It was
2.8 to
acquired in
3.5
1971.
million
It's been
dollars.
held in the same family collection ever since. The Tebow showing here on the easel. Thank you so much. And I'm starting the bidding here at $1,800,000,
And in the same collection for
$1,900,000, $2
more
million
than
now,
50
$2 million,
years.
$2,100,000 now, $2 million, $2 million,
Buyers like
$200,000.
that
Thank
when
you,
a
Francis.
work
$2
is
million,
fresh
$200,000.
to
It's your bid
market
here.
like this, meaning
On the
it
telephone
hasn't
at
been sold
$2,200,000,
before.
of course, selling at $2,200,000. At 2,300,000. It's in a new place. Thank you very much indeed, sir. 2,300,000.
Now the pop
At
bottles
2,300,000. It's a gentleman's bid in the room.
aren't
At
necessarily the
2,300,000.
favorite
Have you, sir? At 2,300,000.
Tebow subject matter.
At
People really
2,300,000.
like
There
the
it is, Francis. And
cakes
against you here
and
at
the pies and
2,300,000.
the
Say 4,
sweets
please.
and the
At
dessert.
2,300,000. Gentleman's bid in the room at 2,300,000. Thank you, sir. At 2,300,000. 2,400,000 is in a new place with Vera Alamani at 2,400,000. 2,500,000. It's been in the room again at 2,500,000. Gentlemen seated here.
But it would be
At
fun to have a
2,500,000. I need
Tebow
6
that's
from
ever
you,
been
Vera,
in
please.
one other
2,500,000
collection.
is your bid, sir. At 2,500,000. And against you, Vera, 2,500,000. Say 6, please. At 2,500,000. Thank you so much. 2,500,000. 2,600,000. 2,700,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 2,700,000. Here it is. 2,800,000. She's back at 2,800,000. 2,900,000. It's back in the center here and against you both.
Tebow
Either
has a
side at
big
2,900,000. Give me 3, please.
Record too. Let's see what his
Either
auction
one of you at
record is
2,900,000.
here.
There's a gentleman in the room here seated at 2,900,000. I need 3, Vera, from you. At 2,900,000, sir.
So his pinball machines
Keep bidding
with a
here for
large
the
piece
wonderful
sold for
Tebow work here from the
19
Nordic
million.
collection. Fabulous
He had a
work.
candy
At
counter,
2,900,000. Here with you, sir. 2,900,000.
bigger
Vera,
than
we
this
out?
piece, but it
Francis,
sold
are
for
we out?
14 million.
At 2,900,000. Give me a sign, please. At 2,900,000. Fair warning to you both. Gentleman has it here. 2,900,000. The hammer is coming up at 2,950,000. $3 million. Thank you, sir.
I don't know.
At $3
Seems like a
million.
fun piece to me at a relatively
one.
accessible Tebow price, if that even
At $3 million.
you could even
Gentlemen
say that
seated
in
again.
the
You're very
$3 million
patient. Thank you, sir. At
price
$3 million.
range.
At $3 million here.
But the
Francis,
next
will be
lot
coming
is
in.
the Basquiat. That's the big one of the
Quickly.
evening.
At $3 million. There it is. And selling. Last chance. At $3 million. Sir, yours. Thank you very much. It's paddle 2279. Is that correct? Yep. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. 2279.
All right, here's the Basquiat.
Thank you very much. Lot number 129, of course, we come to Jean-Michel Basquiat's self-portrait as a heel, part 2, painted for his first ever Los Angeles show in 1982.
8 feet
At 8
tall.
feet tall, the larger-than-life canvas oozes self-confidence
5 feet wide.
and encapsulates Basquiat's typically brilliant image play. Showing here on the right, Jose, thank you very much indeed. This masterpiece here, we're delighted to handle
I
this
don't think he
extraordinary
did
picture.
many self-portraits.
Thank you very much indeed.
I'm not a
And I'm going to start the
Basquiat
bidding
expert by any means,
at
but
$32 million
this
for the
could be
Basquiat.
interesting.
$32 million now. $32 million. At 32, $33 million. At $33 million. $34 million. At $34 million now. $35 million. Thank you, David. At $35 million. With David Schrader at $35 million. $36 million now. $37 million. At 37, $38 million now. $39 million. Thank you. At $39 million now. For the Basquiat at $39 million. Still with you, David, at $39 million. On my left at $39 million. Against you there, $39 million.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
what
David,
this is going to go
$39
for.
million.
The
Anyone
Basquiat
else?
market's
39.
interesting.
At $39 million.
I think they only have one bidder on this,
At
from
$39 million
what I
for
can
the Basquiat.
tell.
At $39
so far.
million. We're coming in here at 39.
There are some
At $39
big
million.
collectors
Say
of
another one.
Basquiat and Warhol
At $39 million.
that
Anyone
will
else?
protect
$39 million.
the market,
Still here. David Schrader's bidder at $39 million.
meaning
It's against you there.
they
It's
won't
against you on
let
the
this
telephone
not
at $39
sell.
million.
So they would
Still with
rather
you,
buy
David,
it for
$39
$40 million
Anyone
or
else?
$39 million than
Against
have
you
it
here,
not
Elizabeth,
sell.
$39 million. Still with you, David. At $39 million. Selling
That
bid,
might be the case
$39
here. I
million.
think they have one bid,
It's
one
against you here.
bidder
Jackie, what do
that
we
came
do?
in at the
39.
reserve of $39 million.
With David at $39 million. Against you too, Gregoire, at $39 million. Still with David Schrader. Fair warning here on my left. At $39 million. Last chance. At $39 million. Fair warning. David, you have it. $39 million for the Basquiat. Last chance. Here it goes at $39 million. Thank you, David. It's paddle number 408 at $39 million.
Yeah, that's my hypothesis. I think that's exactly what happened.
And we move on, of
tried to
course,
build
to lot number
and he
130.
had
It's another
one
work
bidder.
here by de Kooning, the impressively scaled and graceful untitled abstract
here's the
painting
second
from
de Kooning.
1985.
This is a later
Again, from the
one
Robertson
from
collection.
85.
Wonderful works in the Robertson
But
collection.
bigger,
This West
80 by
Coast American
70
collection.
inches.
Here it
This
is,
would be a nice
shown
one
behind me
there.
on the easel. And I'm starting the bid here at $4,100,000, $4,200,000, $4,300,000, $4,400,000 now, $4,400,000.
Estimate on this is $5 to $7 million. Again, from
And I could sell at
1985, so it's a later
$4,500,000
one.
with Brooke Lampley. at 4,500,000. It's against you in the room at 4,500,000. Thank you, Brooke. It's your bid at 4,500,000 and selling it now. 4,500,000. Antonio coming in at 4,500,000. Thank you, Brooke. Against you all, I'm going to sell it here at $4,500,000. Brooke, you have it. Thank you.
That seems like another case where they had
409.
just
Thank
one
you.
bidder and they got it sold right before the sale and tried
And
to
lot number 131, of course, is the
ruffle up
Lucio
additional
Fontana Concerto
interest that didn't
Spaziale La Fine
happen.
di Dio from 1963. This wonderful work, one of 38 canvases in the series, which this one
This
being
is
one of only 5
Fontana.
examples made in white. Fabulous, fabulous painting, distinguished
When
provenance.
you think of Fontana,
and
you
a
might
rare
think more of
opportunity, of course,
his
to acquire a
flashed
work from this
canvases.
seminal series by the artist from 1963. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $14 million.
Estimate is 18 to 22 million.
500,000. 14.5. $15 million now. 15 million. 15 million.
This is about
$500,000.
6 feet by
$16
5
million
feet.
now. Thank you. At 16 million. So we're Claudia Dweck at $16 million. On my right-hand side, it's $16 million. It's with you, Claudia, at $16 million. On this telephone, further back, it's $16 million. 16,500,000 is bid now, but Lisa Dennison at 16,500,000. Up front at $16,500,000. With you, Lisa, at 16,500,000. Thank you so much. At 16,500,000. With Lisa Dennison at 16,500,000.
Well, I was going to sign off after that
Against you
last
here, Claudia, at
tuning,
16.5 is bid.
but I
With
now
Lisa
have more
Dennison at
viewers than I've had at any point in the
$17
evening. So
million.
if you guys
Thank
want to
you very much
continue
indeed,
on,
Gregoire, at
we have
$17
about
million.
10 pieces
On
left
my
in
right,
the
it's
sale.
$17 million. It's Gregoire's bidder at $17 million. Give you 5, please.
Looks like
At
maybe
$17
12 or
million.
13
There it
pieces
is,
left in the
$17
sale.
million. At $17
So
million.
let me know
Behind me with Gregoire
if
Bio.
you
Thank
want to
Sarah.
continue.
$17 million here. $17,200,000 now. It's back with Lisa Dennison at $17,200,000. I'll take 5 from you, Gregoire, at $17,200,000 for the Fontana.
Marky asked what wine I'm
17,400,000,
drinking.
of course, at $17,400,000.
It's nothing exciting.
At
It's
$17,400,000.
it's from California. It's a
At
Cabernet
17,400,000. Try
from
6,
Sundry
17,400,000.
Vineyards.
On my right, it's 17,400,000. Give
And
me
I'm sitting in the
600,000.
gallery right now, and this is what I serve
17,500,000.
when I
Thank you
have
very
any
much.
sort of reception or anything here. So it
Against you, Claudia, also
tastes
still at
okay, and it's not
17,500,000.
super
Greg, are we going to
expensive.
give you 6? 17,600,000.
So that's why it's here in the
Thank you
gallery.
so much. At 17,600,000. At 17,600,000. It's Gregoire Bio again. Here he
If
is.
we can
Chairman
get
of
viewership
Americas
up,
here.
and if people like
Sotheby's
this,
in New York,
maybe I can start
17,600,000.
bringing
Thank you, Greg, at 17,600,000.
something fancier in
So
French to
with
the
you,
table.
$17,600,000.
My
At
goal is actually, if we
17,600,000. It's
do
Gregoire's
these in
bidder
the
at
future, to just do
17,600,000. Give me
them
7, please.
from my home. It's about
17,600,000.
quarter till 9 p.m. where I live right now.
Give me 7.
But I wanted to do the first 1 or 2 here where I
Give me
had kind of the
Gregoire
studio
here. Thank you very much
set
indeed.
up
Against you, Lisa. Thank you
and
so much.
knew I
And
could
against you,
practice
Claudia.
with the
At
equipment. But
$17,600,000.
once I
Still
get
with
that
you,
down a
Gregoire.
little more,
I'm going to
the
sell it
live
at
streams
17
might
million six.
move
Fair warning to you all. Gregoire,
to
thank you
my
so
living
much.
room.
The Fontana is yours. Congratulations, 496. Thank you very much indeed at 17,600,000.
Where I can watch with my slippers on and still interact with
Thank
all
you.
you guys.
And lot number 132, of course, is Larry Bell's signature glass cube installation. Wonderful work here. And I'm starting at 300,000, 350,000, 400,000, 450,000, 500,000. Thank you, David, at $500,000 here on my left with David Schrader. Against you there, sir, at $500,000, and I can sell at 500,000.
All
Against
right,
you,
I
Peter,
can make
at
it to the end if
500,000.
you
You want to
can.
bid at $500,000 with David Schrader. And selling, fair warning to you all, it's with David. Thank you so much at 500,000.
This is
Last
actually
chance
what I
at
would be doing at home
500,000.
if I was just sitting
Thank
there
you.
by
Paddle number
myself or with
419.
the dog. I like to watch auctions, so I figured let's put this out there and see if anyone else enjoys it, and maybe we can have some fun together.
No problem. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to start here. This is lot number 133, another Franz Klein for the
Okay,
Sanford
nice
Late
Franz
Jeannie Robertson
Klein
collection.
here. Smaller,
Fabulous, fabulous thing. And I want to start
about
bidding here
2 feet
at
by 3
1,500,000, 1,600,000, 1,700,000.
Those bigger pieces, let me look up the record for those.
At 1,800,000, 1,900,000 is bid online at 1 million. No, it's not bid online. Sorry. Take 1,800,000. Take it back again. It was at 1,800,000. We had a bid there at 1,900,000, but it's not a bid at 1,800,000. Is that a paddle bid online? Can you clarify that? It's not. It's
Franz
not a paddle on the
Klein's
next row,
record
or at
is
least that one had
$40
for
million
at
at auction.
1,800,000.
But
He's going
that
to give
was
you
for a
1,900,000.
piece a
At
lot bigger than this
$1,800,000.
one. Again,
At
this one is
$1,800,000.
2 feet
Anymore,
by
at
3 feet.
$1,800,000.
The other one
At
was close to 8
1,800,000.
feet by 10 feet.
At 1,800,000. There's still a paddle number here. Are we bidding at 1,800,000? Can someone just clarify that online, please? One of the online team at 1,800,000. There's a bid online at 1,800,000. Thank you very much. We're taking that at 1,800,000. At 1,800,000 with the online bidder at 1,800,000 and selling at 1,800,000. At 1,800,000.
You got to love
with
the
online
person
bidder,
who's
paddle
not
number
afraid to
12
drop
at
a couple million with the
here.
click of a mouse.
With the
too.
online bidder, it's against you all. I'm selling the work at $1,800,000 here. At $1,800,000 for the Franz client, it's selling at $1,800,000 with the online bidder, panel number 12. Here it goes. Hammer is up and selling for $1,800,000. Sold. Panel number 12, 1,800,000.
Okay, here comes the second bourgeois.
Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 12. Thank you. And we move on to lot number 134, the Louis Bourgeois sculpture, Women with Packages, acquired directly from the artist in 1990 by John Chime.
I did my most
Wonderful
recent
work
video
here,
on.
conceived
This
in
one's about
1949, cast in
5.5 feet tall.
1989. And I'm starting the bidding here at 1,400,000, 1,500,000, 1,600,000, at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 for the bourgeois, $1,600,000. Any more? 1,600,000, 1,700,000. Thank you, Simon. At 1,700,000.
There's actually 7 of these in the world. This is an addition, meaning that there are multiples.
Thank you very much. 1,800,000.
She made 6 plus
Danny's
1
bid at
artist
1,800,000.
proof.
1,900,000 is bid against you, Danny. At 1,900,000.
The artist proof would have been used to, as it
at
sounds,
1,900,000. It's still with,
get
Simon hit
approval
$2
for the
million
final
here. Thank you
production
very
of
much indeed.
these
$2
6
million.
pieces.
Simon, are we going to go on? 2,100,000. Danny, give me 2. At 2,100,000 against you now. 2,100,000, 2,200,000. Thank you so much. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. I need 3 from you, Simon. At 2,200,000. 2,300,000 is bid this time. At 2,300,000. At 2,300,000.
I forget what that first bourgeois sold
2,300,000.
for tonight.
At
I'm
2,300,000.
going
Still
back.
with Simon. And against you on this side. Against you, James.
1.5 million.
I'm selling it here. Fair warning.
This is quite a bit more, but it's larger.
$300,000. Thank you. It's paddle number 431 at 2,300,000. And lot number 135, of course, is the Kippenberger self-portrait from 1992. Famous image, and I want to start the bidding here at 2,500,000, 2,550,000, 2,550,000, 2,600,000 now. 2,650,000. Thank you very much. 2,700,000 I'll take with you, Gregoire. 2,700,000. Thank you so much. 2,700,000.
From
With Gregoire
1992,
Bio at 2,700,000. I can sell
5
at
feet
2,700,000.
by 6.5
At
feet.
$2,700,000. Your bid, sir, at 2,700,000. At 2,700,000, still with you, Greg, and selling. Fair warning at $2,700,000. Thank you, Greg. It's panel number 411. Lot number 136, another work here from A Life of Beauty, the collection of John Chime, this time the Jean-Michel Basquiat from 1983.
Much
And I'm
smaller
starting the bidding at
Basquiat,
900,000,
44 by 27
$950,000,
inches.
$1 million now, 1,100,000, 1,200,000 now, $1,200,000, $1,300,000. Thank you, Greg.
Again, this is from the same collection that sold
Your
that
bid,
large
selling
Joan
it here,
Mitchell.
$1,300,000. Any more? At $1,300,000, it's your bid. and
Estimate
selling
1.2 to
for
1.8.
$1,400,000. Is it a new place? Thank you, madam. At 1,400,000. Give me 5. Ladies bid at $1,400,000. Thank you, madam. At 1,400,000. Still with you, madam. At $1,400,000. Thank you. 1,400,000. At $1,400,000. So ladies bid at $1,400,000 near the aisle here. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000. Thank you, Barmy. At 1,500,000. It's in a new place. At 1,500,000. Say 6, madam. At 1,500,000. Still with you here. 1,500,000. Barmy Spirit.
I love watching the prices on these
1,550,000.
works on
Barmy
paper.
was saying 6.
I've got a friend actually who has a
1,550,000.
smaller
So
one.
ladies
It's
bid
probably
at
24 by
1,550,000.
24 inches.
Yes, no. At
But it's a signature
1,550,000 is the ladies bid.
Basquiat work.
1,600,000
It
is
has
bid
a
now.
skull. Maybe the skull's not as good as this
At
one.
1,600,000. And against you,
That's a
madam.
pretty
this time
great
again at
Basquiat skull on
1,600,000.
this
Need 50.
skull on this piece.
1,600,000. Try 50.
But it's fun to see where these things
At 1,600,000.
land, especially when you have
1,600,000.
some sort of personal
1,600,000.
connection
Looking for
or
50 from you. You're
know
out. At
someone with
1,600,000.
something that's
Greg, you're out too.
valued like
Last
this.
chance at 1,600,000. Thank you, Barmy. 1,600,000. L0076. Thank you. 137 is the George Condo, the existential
Second
traveler from
condo of the night.
1996. A striking painting from the artist's Imaginary Portrait series. And we are starting at
80 inches by 80
That's
inches on
500,
this from
550,000,
1996.
600,000, 650,000 now, 650,000,
1 to 1.5
700,000
million
with
is the
Kelsey.
estimate.
Kelsey Leonard here at 700,000, sell ahead at 700,000. Thank you, Kelsey. I'm selling it to you at 700,000. Congratulations to you and your team for putting this great auction together at $700,000. Still with you, Kelsey, at 700,000 and selling for the condo at 700,000. At 700,000, fair warning, I'm selling to you, last chance, at 700,000. Thank you, Kelsey. 553,
Now
congratulations.
we've got, what, 6 or 8 lots left. He's probably going to move through these pretty quick.
Lot number 138
Second
is the Christopher Wool seminal great painting from
Not
2005.
a joke painting. This
of
is one of
course.
his abstracts.
Just coming around on the turntable for you from
96 by
2005.
72.
And I'm starting here at 1,001,000, 1,200,000, 1,003,000 now,
think
1,400,000.
this would be worth more than
1,005,000.
that.
Thank you, Greg, at 1.5. At 1,500,000 with Greg Warbio. It's selling here, 1.5, 1,550,000. It's in a new place. Thank you very much indeed, sir. At 1,550,000. 1.6 is bid.
Estimates
Here.
1.5 to 2 million.
50. No, at 1,650,000 and against you here at 1,650,000. Gentlemen seated at 1,650,000 and against you further back. At
I mean, if I was
1,700,000 is in a new place.
looking for a
Third
$2 million
at
painting,
1,700,000,
abstract
50, sir.
painting by
At 1,700,000
famous
further back
artist.
at 1,700,000. I need 50 from you, sir.
this would be up there, I would think.
Ladies bid, 1.7.
At 90, what,
1,750.
6 inches tall? What did we say?
Give me 8, madam.
That's a freaking statement.
At 1,750,000. I don't
6
want to make you
feet
late, sir.
wide,
You've
8
obviously-
feet tall.
I assume that. At 1,750,000.
I'm not a
1,750,000.
decorator, but sometimes I think
Gentlemen
about
seated. Madam, we have to hurry. He's got places to go
what
to.
would look good
At
where.
1,750,000, 1,008,000 is
And that
bid in a
piece would
new
look good
place.
about anywhere.
Give me 50. Sir? No? At 1,008,000. Sure? 1,008,000. And selling it here on the telephone. It's against you, madam, too. Have a great evening, sir. At 1,800,000, you look very dapper. Gentlemen seated on the telephones at
Look at him
1,008,000.
being
Fair
all
warning, madam, you out at
sly and
1,800,000. Thank you. It's paddle number 466.
Our first Ellsworth Kelly and only Ellsworth Kelly from the evening. This is even bigger
Lot
than
number
that
139, of course, is Ellsworth Kelly's
106
monumental
inches by
blue,
82
black,
inches,
green from
2006.
2006. Fabulous painting here.
I
Shown
don't
as
think it's
viewed,
so
and I'm going to
fabulous.
start the
It's
bidding
not my
here at
favorite Kelly.
1,400,000, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000, at 1.5, 1,600,000, at $1,600,000 for the Kelly at 1,600,000. Anyone else at 1,600,000?
And no one's bidding on it.
At
People are with me
1,600,000.
when I
At
say I don't really
1,600,000,
like this Ellsworth Kelly.
1,700,000.
And I really do like Ellsworth
At
Kelly as an artist.
1,700,000. Any more? 1,700,000 for the Kelly.
If I'm buying an
1,700,000.
Ellsworth Kelly, I'm not
Fair
buying
warning.
this piece.
Last chance at $1,700,000. It's a pass at $1,700,000.
And nobody bid. It was
Lot
a
number
pass.
140 is the Liechtenstein, the Forms in Space, executed in 1985, of course, this wonderful American flag. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 1,001,000, 1,002,000, 1,003,000, 1,400,000 now, 1,004,000, 1,005,000. Sorry, just ahead of you, sir, 1.5. Take 50 from you, though. 1,550. Thank you so much. At 1,550,000. And against you,
Estimate
sir,
1.5 to
1,600,000.
2 million.
At 1,600,000. Nicole, not your bid now. 1,600,000. Gregoire's bidder at 1,600,000. Say 50, please. At 1,600,000.
I don't know. Is this what you
Looking for
want?
50
If you
from
want a
you.
Liechtenstein, is this what you think of?
1,650,000.
I don't.
At 1,650,000. Gregoire, give me 7. 1,007,000. Still with you, Greg, at 1,700,000. I need 50 from you, please, Nicole. At 1,700,000.
Yes, the flags
1,750,000.
are reoccurring
1,750,000.
motif
1,008,000. It's in a new place. Thank you, Barmy. 1,008,000. There's
American
3 of you
art.
in it now. 1,008,000. Fourth in the room as well. Do you want to bid, sir? At 1,800,000. It's with Barmy on the telephone. Are you out? At 1,800,000. $2 million.
Well, there are a couple
I
people
like
that
your
want it.
bids tonight, Nicole. Thank you.
I can
Appreciate
think of
it.
other
$2
ways
million.
I'd want to spend $2.5
Decisive
million
bidding. None of
dollars.
this cutting. At $2
And
million.
one of the ways I would
Barmy,
like to
coming
spend
in
it is
$2
on the
million.
next lot
No?
by John
$2
Baldessari.
million. $2,001,000 is bid. Nicole, try 2, please. At 2,100,000. One more. 2,2. At 2,002,000. Say 3. Barmy. Should we get you an abacus as well? At 2,002,000.
All right, looks like we've
2,
got
3. Seems to be working. At 2,003,000.
6 lots
Thank you
left.
very much, sir. At 2,003,000. And Nicole, say 4.
Next,
please.
like I said, is the Baldessari. Then we have
2, 3.
another Basquiat.
At 2,300,000. There it is.
A
at
Fairfield
2,300,000.
Porter, which seems
Say
a little odd to include in a
At 2,003,000. It's still with Barmaid now.
contemporary evening
2,300,000.
sale.
I need 4 from you, please, Nicole. At 2,003,000 on my left-hand side. Fair warning now. 2,300,000. 2,350,000.
Oh, just sell this damn piece, I
Ashton, are
say.
you bidding? Just waving. At 2,350,000. At 2,350,000.
If I'm buying a Liechtenstein, I want
At 2,350,000. It's here on this
wham,
side. At
bam,
2,350,000.
wow, comic
Give me a
art.
sign at 2,350,000. So,
But that would be a
2,400,000. Thank you
lot
very
more
much
than
indeed.
this one.
2,400,000. Nicole? Say one more, please. At 2,400,000. So try 50. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 on this side. And against you further back at 2,400,000. Say 50, please. At 2,400,000. At $2,400,000. Fair warning now. Get us sell it. At 2,400,000. I need 50 from you, Nicole, quickly.
She's trying to get one more bid out of her bidder. She's begging him not to close the lot.
And selling for 2,400,000.
And she's out, and that one's over.
0076. Thank you. Well, number 141 is the
Baldessari.
Baldessari, the source, and I'm starting the bidding here at 300, 350,000, 400,000, 450,000, at 450,000, 500,000.
Again, not a work for everybody, but I love
Ahead of you again,
Baldessari's
600,000.
work.
Madam,
This is 5 feet by 4 feet.
Give me 50, Lucius. At 600,000. It's a lady's bid. Another alumni at $600,000. Very active tonight, the alumni. $600,000. Thank you very much indeed. It's 600,000. Still here? 650 there. Say 7. 700,000. At $700,000. Say 50.
Baldessari did this video piece
700,000. 750.
where he sang
800,000.
these sayings by Sola Witt.
There, it's against you here
Sola
at
Witt was trying to be
$800,000.
very serious and
Try
put
50.
these rules on conceptual art.
$800,000.
And Sola Witt's the
Yes,
artist that did that
850.
giant stack
I
of boxes before that we saw
900. Is it
earlier
a
in the
weight
sale.
or- yeah, I thought it might be a weight.
But for a
Looks
piece of
remarkably
conceptual
like a bid
art,
then.
John Baldessari
850,000.
decided on
It's a
camera
lot more
to
calculations. I think we
sing
should just hand out the
Sola
big
Witt's
calculators as
words.
you all come in.
And it's
Actually, it might be
hilarious
easy.
and amazing. And it
Say
made me
9?
a forever
Texting
fan
now.
of
Okay.
Baldessari.
Who's on the other end at 850,000? You want to give me 9? No? You sure? At 850, it's Vera's bid. Thank you, madam. And selling at $850,000. Thank you.
That was against an estimate of
577.
700,000 to $1 million. Here comes the last of the
142 is the
Basquiat.
Basquiat, the Action Comics #1. And I'm going to start the bidding here. This wonderful early work, fascinating historical painting here by Basquiat from November 1983. And I want to start the bidding at $5 million, at $5 million, $5,200,000, $5
Yeah,
million,
this is pretty good.
500,000,
It's
5,800,000
66 by
now,
60
$5 million,
inches.
$6 million. Thank you, Barmaid.
I like
$6
the
million
skulls,
now.
I think, more
And
like
selling
we
on the
saw on that
telephone with
last
Barmaid's
work on
bid at
paper.
$6 million here. On my
But this
left,
being a
$6
larger
million.
canvas with like one
At
of his
$6 million.
cars,
Anybody
that's
else? You want to
pretty
bid?
great.
At $6 million. It's still with you, Barmy. It's $6 million here on the telephone. At the back there, the far end of the aisle, it's $6 million. I'm going to sell it this time, and against you in the room here at $6 million. Fair warning.
I might
last
still
chance
prefer the
at
skull to
$6
this,
million.
but I don't hate it.
Thank you, Barmy. Paddle number 447. Congratulations. And 143, the Fairfield Porter is next. And we're starting here at 480,000, 480, 500,000, 520,000 now, 520,000, 550,000. Thank you, Ben, at $550,000. It's with you at
Estimate of
550,000,
600 to 800,000.
560,000 now, 570,000. Thank you. With you again. A small bid of 500 is 575. Give me 80. 580 now. Back on the
Well,
telephone at
he's literally taking-
$580,000. Are you sure?
He's going to
At
go up
$580,000.
$1 at a
Still with you,
time
Ben,
now.
at 580. You're out. I'm selling it here at 580,000. Last chance. Still with you, Ben, at $580,000. Thank you. 580. It's paddle 462. Number 144. A long
Not
journey.
my glory. I really appreciate the
Selection
comment.
for the Liu
I
Yuqian
have
and
fun
Wang Wei
doing this.
collection
I
here.
love
The Gerhard
watching
Richter wonderful
auctions,
museum piece
and I
showing on the
geek
screens,
out
of
on
course,
them
for you.
all the time. So
And I'm going to start the bidding
I'm glad
here
you
at
have been here and are
$800,000,
watching
at
and
$800,000,
enjoy it.
$850,000,
So
$900,000, $950,000, how $1
I'll
million.
certainly
Thank you,
do
Constanza.
more in
$1
the
million.
future.
The bid is yours. $1 million.
like I said,
Thank
this
you
is
very
the
much indeed.
big
$1 million on my
auction
right-hand side.
season. This
At
is the
$1
biggest
million
time for auctions in
Constanza's
the
bid at
world.
$1
New
million
York
on my
Auction Week
right-hand side.
in
Still with
November.
you here
The
At $1
second
million
biggest
on my
is
right, you're
in
coming in,
May
Ashkan,
in
at
New
$1 million.
York.
I'm selling the work
But there's
here.
also
To
auctions
Constance's
that
bidder here at $1
happen
million,
in
and
London
against you, Ashkan,
and
at
in
$1
Hong
million. Are you
Kong and
sure?
Paris
At $1 million.
throughout the
On my
year.
right-hand
So
side, Constance's bidder here,
I'll
$1 million.
do some more for
Take
sure.
50 from you. You're out, sir. At $1 million. Thank you, Constance. It's your bid.
I
I'm
wish
going
it
to
was
sell
something that
against you,
happened
Ashkan.
more on
Last
a
chance at $1
monthly
million.
basis. But
Sold.
it's
Paddle
really
number
hard for these
418.
auction houses to come up with this material. So, like I said, this is the
And
big
lot number 145,
auction
the
house or
penultimate work
auction
here is
week.
from
But
Robert
we'll work for
Mangold's
the
minimal
next year to
1995
put
work,
together
curved
next
plane
year's
figure.
sale.
Number 7 from 1995, as I mentioned, and I'm going to start the bidding here at $275,000. At 275, 300,000.
Again, I really appreciate it.
325,000,
Not my glory.
350,000,
Thank you so much for
375,000.
watching.
Thank you, Barmy. At 375,000. It's on your telephone at $375,000 and selling.
A big
At
piece by Mangold,
375,000.
98 inches by
Any more?
195 inches.
375,000. You're bidding there at 375. At 375,000.
But I've also
It's
never
with you,
loved
Barmy.
Mangold's
I'm
work,
gonna
so I
sell
don't
it
know if
at
this would be
$375,000. Fair warning. It's
anything that
Barmy's
I would
bidder.
be bidding
Last
on.
chance and selling to you, sir. 489 is the paddle number.
And now we're on to the last lot of the sale.
And the last lot, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is the Solar Wit, the hanging sculpture 4D from 1991, the hanging structure 24D, I should say. And I'm starting the bidding here at 240,000,
My alma
260,000,
mater's
280,000
art gallery
$280,000. Who's
in
coming in at
Bloomington,
280?
Indiana.
At
Indiana University has a
$280,000.
wonderful
At $280,000.
silhouette, very
300,000.
similar
Thank you,
to
Lisa.
this.
$300,000.
It
Here on my
sits
left-hand
on the
side at
floor,
$300,000. It's with you, Lisa, at 300,000.
but it's pretty
Selling
similar
at
in size and
320.
scale
It's with Brad Bentop in a new place.
to this
Against you,
wall
Lisa,
hung
this
piece.
time at $320,000. Brad, your bid at 320. Give me 50, Lisa, at $320,000.
Estimate
At
on this is
320.
$350,000 to $450,000.
At 320. Still with you, Brad, at 320. Looking for 50, please, from you, Lisa. 350. Thank you so much. At 350,000 now. And against you, Brad, this time at 350,000.
Still got bidders hanging on
There it
till
is,
the end.
380,000. Make it full. At 380,000.
I do like Solowit's work. I think I talked about that. He was the same artist who did that stack before.
Against you now, it's Brad's
I
bid
don't
at
love
380.
these
The last
grids
lot
as
this evening
much.
sale.
I just don't feel they
At
have the visual
380,000. I'm going to have to
impact.
bring the hammer down. 400,000. Thank you. At $400,000.
But I do think he's a
420.
really important artist.
Say 50. There it is, 420. At 420,000. You're bidding that, sir. 420,000. At 420. Give me another one. Say 50. At 420,000. At 420,000. It's with Brad
the
Bentop,
estimate's
and I'm going to
350
sell
to
it.
450.
Gets you in the room there, sir. At 420,000. Fair warning. Lisa, we're coming in again. Come on. Hammer is up.
Trying to get one more
Literally
bid
now. At three,
before the end of the night.
420,000. I want to sell it here. Are you out? Quickly. At $420,000, 450. Thank you so much.
She
Lisa,
got one more
450.
bid in.
And worth every penny at 450.
All in all, I think when we look back on the past
try
couple
480.
of weeks,
470.
there was caution amongst the bidders. There were things that I thought would go higher
470. Thank you for your patience,
that
ladies and gentlemen.
stalled.
It's been a long evening. At
There were some really strong
$470,000.
results. It wasn't
Are
like
you
a
out, Lisa?
complete
Is that it?
failure.
Give me a sign of life. No.
But I
Selling
think
it
we
here. The last lot
see
this evening
that the
sale.
buyers are being
Here it is, Brad,
cautious,
to you. Sold 480,000.
but the auction
Final
house
480, 480. Thank
come
you
up with
very,
some
very
pretty
much
decent
indeed.
material,
Ladies and
and that's
gentlemen,
some
of
people
course, that
excited.
brings us to
So-
the end of tonight's auction, but we hope you very much join us tomorrow morning for the Contemporary Art Day auction beginning at 9 a.m., would you believe? 9 a.m.
All right,
Which
so
will conclude this
they do have a
fantastic
day
season
sale
of
tomorrow,
sales.
which I
And in the
will
meantime,
not
we
be
hope
live
you've had a
streaming,
wonderful
but you can
evening.
watch that
Enjoy
on
your dinners and
Sotheby's.com.
drinks. Good night.
The day sales will often have works that are a little more approachable in terms of price. So if you didn't want to spend $30 million, maybe you just want to spend $30,000, you might be able to find something tomorrow morning. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I will do this again, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel to get those updates, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. My next video on Ed Ruscha should be coming out on hopefully Friday morning. So I hope you all enjoy that. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Cheers.